Haha, that's fun. What do I have in store today? Oh, we're at 10 o'clock.
So we're gonna be fighting demons or devils?
Looked
Hmm.
like working for devils and fighting demons. As
Hmm.
far as the text was, what would happen? I think you were saying you were going to stab the chick.
No, 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 no.
I think what's going to
I
happen
think
is
you're
we're
going
all
to
going
fight
to
one
die.
devil.
It does seem to be like an expendable group, but trust your DM. Not everyone will die. Probably,
It's
maybe.
it's the E team.
Damn.
How far down the alphabet was that letter?
E
The E team for
for
expendable.
expendable.
Yeah.
Oh, I just meant like Team 8 or I have to do the alphabet.
I know there's an A, B, and C team.
Oh, nice. You already chose cold for my elemental adept. Sweet.
Yeah. That was the thing.
Oh, you're a human?
Am I? Uh, yep, human.
If you had a feat, that was the only option.
Gonna start with the Sword Coast map.
Ah, shit, I'm a fire boy fighting devils and demons.
There's a plus side to that.
The resistance?
Yes. Yes.
Hello, map that I was trying to buy in reality and failed 3 times.
I've stopped myself from buying like the rug that this map is printed on more than once. Where is Baldur's Gate? There, it's over here. Ping.
Is it still on the coast?
There it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're there.
Nope. That's where your
Nope.
other characters are.
I'm saying that's where Chip is, right?
Oh, oh, I see what you did.
The blue.
The
Propagated
the,
die.
the, the black dot under it. Right there.
Not necessarily
Pretty
in the
close.
swirly.
Are you supposed to be seeing stuff?
I
Do you
threw
not
up a
have the
map.
Sword Coast map?
Oh, there's an arrow. Gotcha.
Did you not update?
No, I wasn't on the right part of the map.
You might be new to the campaign. You might have to like go open the books and stuff.
Oh, you're right. Annoying.
Yeah. This would have been your first game for this campaign, so yeah, you're not
Yeah.
in this campaign yet.
All right. That'll be like an hour.
An hour?
Ah, it's Unity. It goes quick. Just don't open 40 books. It's just level 2. You don't need that much.
I'll wait till make sure Rob's loaded up.
Yeah.
Frostbite is a saving throw spell, not an attack roll, right?
Is it?
I don't have it memorized. Failed save.
Yep.
Constitution.
Actually, we might both be screwed. I think a
Yeah.
lot of demon and devilly stuff is like immunity to poison and either resistance to fire and cold and lightning, or immune.
Chris knew
No
that.
trust at all.
Did that in purpose.
I'm sure there'll be some theatrical value, but it's
What
gonna be
does
like, haha, burn. Oh,
what does your feat do again, Mike?
it overrides resistance, not immunity.
It does override resistance, yes.
Where you can override resistance, I have resistance. Now, it is really weird that my fire spirit has a short range teleportation. That apparently everybody willing within 5 feet can teleport with it, but only up to 15 feet.
Seems pretty cool to me.
Yeah, if we got a window, we need to get past a door. Poof.
When did all this happen? What is this teleportation you speak of? I am so interested.
The wildfire spirit.
Didn't you
One of
create
its-
these characters?
Yes, but I do not follow what Sean's saying, so now I need to know.
The two actions it has is Flame Seed, which is simply an attack, and then there's Fiery Teleportation. Which also reminds me of the Dark Elf in Champions in Wrath. Short range, but leaves fire.
Yeah, I need to catch up with you. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Short rest, nice.
I am very interested to see how that plays out. That does seem OP.
It seems
see what
almost irrelevant. What do you mean? It's only a 15-foot teleportation, and they have to be
Okay.
within 5 feet.
Okay. We'll see how
Seems like a
we'll see
periodic
how that plays out.
key.
I have a weird question. I can't tell from the picture. Is Zipper a girl or a boy?
Who?
Might be
Zipper.
up to you.
I didn't hear what you said, Rob.
Is Zippers a girl or a boy? Definitely.
I think that's up to
I
you.
cannot, I
I
can't
mean,
tell from the
people
picture.
identify now. I mean, it's really up to you. I don't
Sure.
know.
Or claim that there is no gender for a two-gender species. Wait, is the image for Chip Jace?
I don't know.
The almighty illusory mage?
Full picture, I'd have to say female.
I don't have that picture. Cool.
Did it happen
That
yet?
reminds me of the one dude from Seven Deadly Sins. And I've only seen like 4 episodes of that.
I haven't seen any.
Haven't seen any.
Did you get Zipper's picture, Rob?
Yeah. Yes,
Cool.
thank you.
I have caught up on what the wildfire spirit can do. Ooh, I did not know that.
Besides, like shooting fire and teleportation.
Yeah, the teleportation's got me interested. Like that seems OP to me. Let's find out what happens.
I suppose because it doesn't have any recharge. It's just
Yeah.
every one of my bonus actions for an hour.
Is that Circle of Flame Druid?
Yes.
Yeah.
I looked into those. They look pretty cool.
There's one I was watching on. It was one of the Critical Role things. Where, granted, the chick was playing a fey creature perfectly, but I kept twitching every time she said she turned into a direwolf because she was level 3.
Yeah. You just
Yeah.
said that this Fate teleportation was a bonus action, didn't you?
It's a bonus action for me to tell it to do an action,
Okay,
which
but
would be
it's an action for it to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If anything, I think it follows. Does it take the same initiative or follow? I suppose follow would make more sense. Do, 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 do. Nah, shares the initiative count.
Cool.
Takes its turn immediately after. So, yeah, effectively a bonus action for me.
Could work. Where to begin? Did you get the Sorkos map that time, Rob?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I just didn't see the arrow before because I wasn't near Elturel. So
Oh.
when I zoomed in, I saw the arrow you guys were making.
You're a rogue, right?
See,
I have fairy fire.
I see what you did there.
Me and Mike were actually having a conversation about spells that do status instead of straight damage. The benefit.
Uh-huh.
That is certainly one of them.
Fairy Fire is one of my favorite spells. Definitely.
I have been level 19 and cast Fairy Fire effectively. I love that spell so much.
Almost as good as Grease.
I mean, level 1 shield will stop a lot of people.
I respect your love
Prestidigitation
for
is
Grease,
awesome.
but I do not share your love for Grease.
Yeah, I've completely ignored that spell constantly.
Dude, Rob kicked ass with that spell, though. He knocked everybody prone all day.
What's that artificer you had in
Yeah. Yeah. Just
something?
yeah.
I forgot.
Just, yeah. Just yeah. I don't want. It hurts. I respect your love for Grease. What do we know about Elturel?
It picked a whole bouquet of whoopsie daisies.
Elturel is a city on a hill. It stands overlooking the river Shanthar. It's consistently illuminated by a magical orb, an object called the Companion. It's been a major location along the trade route through the western heartlands. It's been known as a safe haven for that otherwise deadly area. The fields of the dead to the north, the woods of sharp teeth to the south. They really went out of their way to name these things. It has a vast history that your characters might not be aware of, but this stuff you guys will know. The stuff I just mentioned, you'd know. And of course, further westward, the river Shanthar goes through the reaching woods and heads off into. Now it's not going to come to me. The middle of Faerun. Got to it later, and then. I'm sorry, eastward to the middle of Faerun. And of course, westward goes to Baldur's Gate, the main port, and the sea and the sword of seas coast. Having a moment today. I'm not gonna let that bother me. I'll look it up later. the whole region in the middle of Faerun. That name just doesn't want to come to me right now. Your characters arrived in Elturel about 2 or 3 days ago. I want to say they traveled together, and as level 1, were moving from Greenfield, which is in the Fields of Dead, and headed to Elturel, either on their way to Baldur's Gate or for reasons to go to Elturel, basically to start their adventuring career. And Elturel isn't a bad place to do that, even though it's covered in, I mean, if you're annoyed by this thing, it's covered in like paladins and clergy and holy this or that. It also is a good place to find adventures at your caliber, because these paladins don't want to belittle themselves with the hard work. They want to go off and be like shiny and beautiful but not actually do much. They march throughout the city. They look very impressive with some of the bigger tasks they'll do, but it's been decades since Elturel really has fought off demons and devils like it did 50 years ago. So the Hell Riders, the main militia in Elturel, look really impressive, but only when there hasn't been a real big problem in this area for a while because of its reputation, and it draws in other paladins and clergy because of that reputation, to the point where it's been kind of quiet in Paradise for about 50, really 20 years, but for almost 50 years. And the stories of what happened 50 years ago may or may not be above your characters. I don't. We'd have to make some rolls for that. In the last week, the High Overseer, Thavius Krieg, has made a little bit of noise. He has been pushing and reminding people to come to High Hall, and if your children, or you happen to be a person in a household who does know how to read, and you haven't gotten around to taking the Creed Resolute, you should do so, because these things are important to Elturel.
Like
The
a
Creed,
graduation thing? What is
kind of.
Creed Resolute?
It doesn't take long for your characters to learn that if they didn't already know, that the Creed Resolute is just the oath of any citizen of Elturel. Says they put their hand on a book and they say they'll protect Elturel and etc. And that's basically signing the Creed Resolute. It's
Yeah,
like the Pledge of
paladin
Allegiance.
stuff.
Yeah, but all the citizens of Elturel have to do this. Um,
But
and
we
lately,
just arrived, right? So we're not citizens.
no, you're not citizens. You don't have to do this.
Okay.
But the word in the tavern is it's been officially reported that the number of people that have been, because of Thavius Krieg bringing it out that people have to make sure they do this. It's been the number of people signing the Resolute is up like 63%. Like it's been a thing lately as people are heading to High Hall to do that. Now, even though Elturel is up on a hill, High Hall is on the largest hill within the hills, and I'm going to show like a picture of High Hall when I get a chance.
Does that at least mean he's strangely educating people more in being literate because he's trying to force them to do stuff?
Or by signing it, it's a magical contract that'll turn their minds later.
Now that's conspiracy cray cray. There's no reason to get. There's no reason to be absolutely right and conspiracy nut at the same time right now. Okay. So
Only
here's
because words matter in a magical world.
But actually, if your character's beginning to suspect that, he could ask around, or even like you guys could head over to High Hall to see what's going on.
We got to get him a piece of cardboard and some Sharpies.
The end is near.
Yeah. I'm a druid who did some stuff. My faith is weird.
I feel like my character would want to sign that.
It was certainly interesting reading the notes on this character.
When you arrived in Elturel, you came in through, and I think I shared the map already. So you came in through this gate, because that is the side of green. The sign Greenest is on. That would head up
Yep.
to Elturel. But since you've been here, well, we can call it a day or two. I mean, that part, whatever we want to start the story. Spending time in the market, the Shire's
What's a
market
harbor
right
place?
there. There's a decent. The Dragon Docks are to the south of it, and of course the river goes along to Baldur's Gate that way. But you guys can see High Hall. You actually come up through the gardens or over the side to High Hall, and it is quite a beautiful place. Do I have how many pictures of High Hall do I have? I have many pictures of High Hall. Uh, if you guys want to head up to that area, I believe this is a picture of High Hall from across the street, and you'll see a number of guards,
Really?
knights, hell
Teal
riders, or
tiling.
The Hell Rider Paladins and such.
yeah, there's a group of what is it? I know the Hell Riders are one military force, and then there's like a clergy that works in Elturel as well. So the Hell Riders are the warriors, and then there's another name for the clergy that, of course, doesn't want to come to me at this very moment, but that's okay.
Assuming they're more active. The paladin can't get bonus damage off a smite. It doesn't want to smite at all.
So is it the beginning of the first day, or are you in the middle of the second day? How's that work? What works for you guys?
What was our reasoning for coming here? We're just
Trying to pick
Um,
up the adventurer's life.
you all met in Greenest and decided to up it a bit. You ended up gaining your first level together in Greenest. I'm not worried about that part of the backstory. And then you traveled to Elturel to see what was next, trying to
okay.
get into the adventuring life. And you heard that there would be jobs there that I mean, these guys in their shiny armor, they're not going to want to take those jobs. They pass them off to into wow,
And it's
I'm really
and it's
I'm really
it's
foggy
known
headed
that
today.
and it's known that like to pick up these jobs, we can usually find them at High Hall. That's where they kind of distribute it.
No, there's taverns and such on the outer
Okay.
sides of the city. You can get into El Turl and like within 3 or 4 blocks end up going to areas where adventurers will be looking for the smaller stuff. But you had said your character was interested in seeing this Creed Resolute thing happen, and that you would have to go to High Hall to watch the ceremony. There's going to be one at midday, like every day. Whether or not you guys have spent a night here already was my only question.
I mean, get in town and take a nap and wake up after the first day would be the way to go.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Like we already would be in a tavern, waking up and asking,
Mhm.
like as soon as we got up, what's new? What do you guys need help with? That kind of stuff.
I forgot how to whisper.
That's
I
fine.
figured that would work.
You can tell me when that happened, Sean. If I say something and you're like, okay, that's what my character knows, we're good. This is a one shot.
Yeah.
Just tell me when you want to play that card. Um. So if you have already spent, so we're gonna make canon. You guys spent a night here,
Yeah.
but that night didn't get dark. When the when you look up into the sky, there's two balls of light. One is the actual sun, and the other is the large orb hanging over El Turil called the Companion. And as the sun goes down, it doesn't get any darker. Plenty of people have very thick shades and other ways of trying to darken their homes so that they can sleep. And there's no exception in the inn that you're in. Tracked myself with that one. But if you go out into the street, it you can tell that it's not sunlight. First it's not as warm. Second, it's still bright, but it's like the blinders of a car as opposed to sunlight. There isn't the yellowish tint to it. But it's obviously artificial, but it's still light. Um, Whether or not it would be like act as sunlight for other reasons, you'd have to you wouldn't be sure unless you wanted to look into that.
Luckily, you didn't make any of us a drow.
No, I didn't. But that's one of the reasons Elturel started gathering those of the light, those of good alignment, and those that wanted to make a name for themselves, because this
Lathander
is the
and
brightest
Baylor
place.
everywhere.
Oh yeah, Torm,
Actually, I think Baylor is
Tyree,
somewhere else.
no Tyr, Torm, Tyr, and Lathander have notable temples in Elturel.
Was Tyr evil?
Tyr? I don't think so.
Eh.
Okay. So
Do we wake up and try to join a militia or try to find a quest board? Is there literally a quest board?
Yes.
Ah.
Um,
I like the quest board idea.
Yes, that sounds less demanding. A
Zipper, that's
freelancing
not hard to
wiki
do.
wanting.
What is everyone's morning routine? If assume you guys have tried to spend the night, you notice that it's still bright out. You can draw the shade and go to sleep. That's not a problem. Um,
I feel like I'm an early riser, so
I
like
feel like I'm the opposite.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be in bed a little bit longer because I tend not to fall asleep as early as you guys do.
I'm
I
feeling
think
I'm kind of the
my
guy that sleeps at least 10 hours a day.
yeah, I sleep, average of 5 to 6, so I'm gonna keep going with that. So I get up early
Stay frosty.
and yeah, do a little shave, a little washing up, heading downstairs, getting an early breakfast, reading the newspapers if there are newspapers.
Zipper, can I get a persuasion check, please?
I'm the town crier.
Oh,
Persuasion?
yep. So you said you're the town crier, Ember?
But no, I
Oh.
meant finding newspapers. He would go to find the town crier, possibly.
Yeah. There's actually there'll be a if you look into having a paper ready for you when you get up, Chip, that'll be there.
Okay.
That's not hard to organize.
I'd assume I'm slow to rise. I'd be, I don't know, probably not even in a bed, just sprawled out, just way open, drooling on myself. We're getting up. 20 minutes later, actually get up.
At any given time in this tavern or inn that you guys have located in, which is actually pretty close to the border of the western side of Elturel, so it's pretty much as soon as you got into town, there was an area you could go to. It's also within a decent distance of the market, so it's a nice place for people to, when they come to Elturel, they go this far in, and then those with real business go further in before they get to High Holler to the other side of the city. Zipper, there's a couple people that look like normal individuals, but you can tell that they're talking in a way that maybe other people wouldn't be able to understand them. But you can understand them pretty easily. They're talking and thieves can't. So even though they're not dressed as adventurers, they're pulling off being normal bar patrons really well. If you want to get their attention, it won't be hard.
Yeah, I will. I'll throw like it's just a simple hello out in the same cant they're using. Yeah.
One of them goes through the motions that you understand quickly. As a barmaid passes by, he says, "Oh, one for my traveling friend here," so that it looks like you belong with the group, and it basically invites you to join them for a time.
Oh yes, thank you. Sorry, I'm late. I love whatever they're having.
So this is either when you guys are getting ready to go to bed the first evening, or after you've already gone to bed, that Zipper has decided to try to play this scene out. During this scene, there's a couple of points of interest that they bring to your attention. One of which is, have you heard of the Cult of the Dead 3?
Oh no, I haven't. That sounds very interesting.
Long ago, well, not long ago, not that long ago. I don't mean to sound like one of those old sages. Baldur's Gate, brought on by Ball. Bane and Merkel worked with Ball. They did their thing, theology, whatever. Nowadays, there's a cult trying to keep them in power, resurrect them, whatever. And they've been looking for funds. Funds are being transferred from here to Baldur's Gate. Be leaving by the end of today. There's either good work if you're looking to protect and help the cult get things to Baldur's Gate, or there's shady work if you're looking to make sure some of their goods don't actually make it to depending on what you're interested in trying to do there, young
Well,
lady.
Cult of the Dead doesn't sound exactly good, does it? Like it does. That's like a bad thing.
Matter of perspective.
They are at the root, at their core, they are evil. Well, yes. Torture,
So it would
murder.
it would be good for the overall people if some of their things didn't make it to Baldur's Gate. That's what you're
Yes,
saying.
whatever they plan on doing with their funds is probably bad. These three demigods were all about murder, death, and torture. Probably bad
And
things.
I do have a few friends with me, other friends, besides you, wonderful friends. here with me today. So if we were to help this a little bit, and maybe you could give us some information on where they might be for a percentage of what we might happen to run across.
Some of their goods are already nearby, and they'll be making some kind of exchange here tomorrow, around the same time. When that happens, though, you want to help them and get paid that way, or take their stuff in that way. Either way, when it's done, if you want, you'll find me here, and you can give me 20%.
15% sounds excellent. It just if you have like a description of exactly where they would be.
I believe that they usually do business over on that side of. And he points to the other side of the bar. There's a few tables that
Oh,
you
we meant
see.
this actual bar. Okay.
Oh yeah, they'll be here at the end. Actually, you could make an insight check when he tells you they're going to be at the inn. He knows that information for a reason.
Uh-huh.
And that reason is he is double dipping or on two sides of the same coin. Either way, he's positioned himself in a way that things aren't going to go wrong for him unless you help them go wrong for him. That kind of thing.
So are you going to interfere in any way in the goings on yourself, or?
Not with what you're working on. Nope. They'll be meeting up here, and then the goods will be traveling. Now they're going to have to head to the docks because they'll be traveling to Baldur's Gate by that morning. So intercepting anything that they don't need or whatever, that's completely on you. And then let me know how well you did, and maybe obviously compensate me for my insight
Course,
on all this.
Of course, 10% of whatever we get, and helping you towards your other goals. Of course, yeah.
Now 10's getting a little low. I let that 15 slide.
Yeah, I noticed
I'm
Light a verbal hand.
I'm in a position to
10%.
make sure I'm in a position to go out of my way to help you succeed or not pay attention and watch you fail. How much? What's the percent again that you wanted to pay me?
Oh, I didn't realize there was direct help. Yeah, I mean, there's no need for 15% is good.
I think you have a better chance if my cut was 15%. Yes, we can agree on that. Yeah, true.
Oh, okay, excellent. Yes.
All right.
2 flaming thumbs up.
Sometimes I just can't help myself. I just
Being careful during the conversation and looking around the inn and tavern at that time, you notice there's a good 20 to 25 patrons, 4 or 5 cast members, and then a chef and a bartender. None of which are paying attention to this conversation. Most of them are paying attention to the area that he pointed out that they're going to be meeting up in, because sitting over there and along with 2 members of the Hell Riders is a predominant political figure who just happens to be playing it shady today. What's he doing down here? You don't know who it is, but you know he's got everybody's attention. He's the most charismatic official in the tavern. So it was easy to have this conversation under the radar.
So me as the player, Rob, is slightly confused. Was he saying that the best places to hit them in the bar or on the way to the dock?
He did not make that clear. He mentioned that the entire the goods, whatever they are, probably money and gold, will arrive at the bar and then be at the docks by morning. So there will be a travel moment between the inn and the docks. But he didn't spell out anything beyond that. Did you want more information?
Does he seem like he's willing to give more information?
You got the feelings, you got the sense from him that he was kind of done. He either doesn't know much more yet, because that kind of stuff kind of unfolds as it happens,
Right.
or he. You also get that should be enough. Like from there, you should be able to run with the ball.
Okay.
Is what he thinks.
Stake out the bar, track him out of the way of the dock, hit him somewhere in between.
That is a option. That is one way of handling the situation. Yeah.
All right, I will hang out a little bit longer as to not seem suspicious, and I will head to bed myself because I know my companions will be awake before me at this point, having gone to bed already.
Now, who was getting up early in the morning?
I was.
And what did you want to do?
Basically get up, get dressed, go downstairs, get breakfast, and see what's going on with the newspapers and watching the local people.
Besides one other person sitting at the bar, sitting on a bar stool at the main bar, he's got like it's eggs maybe. It's so early that you're surprised anybody's there, but there is one. Um, and then there's just the bartender slash he's gonna at this time of day he's the bartender and the chef and the cook or whatever. So it's kind of quiet. It's a little early for the first news to get here. So there's only about 3 people you could interact with and yourself in this room at the time.
Who are the 3 people? Just barkeeps and stuff.
Yeah, two people that work there, and the one guy sitting at the bar that seems to be actually a little more of an early bird than yourself.
Yeah, I'll go up to the bar, sit next to the other guy, and strike up a conversation. Good
Awesome.
morning.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. He's an older gentleman. That's the picture of the tavern. I don't have the tokens on the map. You guys are sitting over here. Well, there I go again. My dice are the same color as the map.
Yay.
That's the morning after or the night before?
This is the morning after.
Pleasure to meet you, friend. My name is Chip. What's your name?
Samuel.
Hi, Samuel. Companion and I just got here, and we're kind of looking for work, looking for things to do. Do you have any knowledge of such things?
I believe
Oh,
today it is now the last day of the week, their version of a Sunday. And I believe today is the final day Thavius will be making his speech about people being there by noon to put their hand on the book. They're always looking for extras to keep that area secure if you're into lower guard work. Um, Other
What is
than
it that
that,
you do
that's
here?
been the big hubbub lately.
What is it that you do here? What's your job
Uh,
in this town?
he takes a deep breath and he starts talking about his long life as an accountant. Apparently, a block and a half over, there's an area where he keeps an eye on the money as it flows from one side of the city to the other. Unless you're interested in that kind of thing, it's all relatively confusing and boring.
Have you taken the oath yet?
Of course, every citizen of Elturel, from the moment they can read.
Really? When did you take your oath?
Oh, I was 5 when I was old enough.
Oh, that was quite a long time ago. I doubt you'd remember doing that.
Oh, it's a memorable experience, because it's the first you walk up the main stairs of High Hollow, and there's some I don't remember the official that was one of the Hell Riders, and then there's a then there was one of the priests that holds the book, and you put your hand on the book, and it's this whole thing. And he describes something that's very much like your first communion or whatever, and it ends up being memorable when there's that much going on.
Nice. What's so special about this book?
That is a great question. Let's see if he knows. Well, they say that it does contain the magical signatures of everybody. Once you finish swearing in, you don't have to open the book, but your name appears in it. You're just, I mean, at this point, I've seen enough magic where it's not all that impressive. But when I was younger, it's pretty interesting to see my name and the same penmanship as everyone else's name just appear in the great book.
Very interesting. Well, do you recommend? I mean, is it open to outsiders? Because me and my companions are kind of new in town, but
Oh, if you plan on becoming a citizen of Elturel, then it's a requirement. But if you're just passing through, there's no reason to um, take the oath. It would almost be well, they're a group of Elturelans believe that it's not appropriate for people that don't live here to take the oath because that makes them special instead of you understand.
absolutely. Now, this isn't a private event. Like anybody can
No,
go watch this happen, right?
Sure, if you just want to go watch, that's fine. But there's work to be found there as people will gather, and then they might need something in sanitation or somebody to serve this or that. I mean, depending on the work you're looking for, an adventurer of your such as yourself might find it belittling, but that's what's happening in town today.
Still, the book sounds interesting. I wonder if I can get a closer look at that.
There are people who have seen it that could show you an image of it throughout the day. I don't have any magical abilities.
Well, fantastic. Thank you for
But it's
talking with me.
no problem.
And I gather up my thing, my
By then,
mug, and
By
yeah,
then,
what else
Ember
do I
would
keep?
come down, and
Yeah.
Zipper, it's really up to you how much you want to sleep and come down or not. But a good hour before everyone else is down in the inn, Chip is.
Imagine while walking down, I'm still kind of just like, with produce flame, especially, I'd assume a morning ritual of me pretending I can actually see anything in flame and understand anything, muttering. It's still kind of like walking down, like basically having a bad phone conversation, just looking. Come on, show me something. What am I doing? I need.
Well, there's at this point there's a good 12 people in the inn, and a good 4 of them watch you as you come down the stairs and put on your show. And even though the map doesn't show stairs, there's stairs. Damn it.
What? Do you see anything? Eh? Thought I saw a face. Oh.
Oh. So you're in an area that's pretty close to the market, and on the way there you'd find any mundane place you would need: smith, weapon, general goods, flowers. Like it's a large city. It's not hard to find things here, and it's known as one of the safest cities because this is where all the paladins and clergy go to make their names. So, and all the good faiths, at least the more profitable good faiths, have some kind of a face here in Elturel.
As I meander over to Chip, just kind of bump into him and be like, "Do you see? Like, does that look pointing at my flame? Is that my face? Is that a bad thing? Burning
Make a
my
performance
face?
check,
Like,
Sean.
it'd be my face."
Are you trying to make it look like your face?
No, I'm just
Oh, okay.
pretending I can scry and fire.
Okay. Okay.
It's close. I mean, kind of see it if I squint.
Well, I'll head down probably about half an hour after Ember.
Okay. So you
Like,
two in the inn are
dismiss
kind
the
of
fire
waiting
and
on
like,
Zipper.
this is irritating.
What was that,
Oos!
At that point, a few copies of the daily paper arrived, Chip. And you were already
Yeah.
you already organized one personal copy, so the person that delivers them gets it right to you.
We go right to the funny papers.
Burn that after. Burn after reading.
And I read up on current events and see if I can find any work in the paper.
I try to get tipsy in the morning.
Oh, once again, I am disappointed in Fantasy Grounds. I'll do it
Seems to be a recurring
myself.
theme.
That is a
Right?
weirdly nice couch set up in the corner. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's a pretty
VIP
awesome
area.
little L couch there.
Yeah. Like somebody's spending a lot of money on getting seduced over there.
That's the champagne room.
Here's in the paper you're looking at. There's a picture of the book you were looking for. But I had to
Nothing
go
a thin
online to
book.
find it because Fantasy Grounds is cool.
Yeah, I don't trust that book.
And
Difficult to trust a book that has belts.
Is that a mimic book?
It
I've
is-
watched Harry Potter.
it is not a mimic.
You happen to have minor illusion, you crazy bastard. Wait, we're level 2. There's no way you do.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you maybe it's a cantrip. I'm at the halfling.
And please ignore all the 1s and 2s and 3s and 4s. But I grabbed that from the internet quick too. Amongst the in the report, it mentions how Thavius Creed is reminding all citizens to be involved because this is the 50th anniversary of the champion. Or, I'm sorry, of the companion, and the oath is there in print. But all the everyone in Elturel who's taken this oath has got it memorized. It's like the Pledge of Allegiance for most people. Um,
Oh, that's interesting. The companion
Yeah.
is the giant orb above the sky, right?
Yeah, the
Yep.
pseudo sun.
So we're not allowed. Nobody's allowed to attribute it to one god or another.
correct.
That's interesting.
That the law seems to be more important than the faith.
Yeah, it's unlawful here if you're a citizen and taking this oath to bicker between like Lathander and Torm, like that.
So
Just no, we're all on the same team here.
yeah, I have problems with line number 2. Defend the city of Elturel, body and soul.
No idea
Yeah.
what you're talking about.
Kind of hard for me to do part 2.
Yeah, if you sign your book, that's yeah. My conspiracy bells are fucking going crazy right now.
Oh, have you made any deals?
You're out of
with
your
anything?
mind. You're out of you're just a conspiracy cray guy. Nobody wants to talk to those people, really. No, I'm just
That's
kidding.
fine.
Although you might be conspiracy theorist.
What was that?
I've done some shit that might make me know that.
Yeah, so I point out to my companions how strange it is. Second line, and
Yeah, words can be
Uh,
impressive.
yeah, and I make a note as well. Like you're not allowed to attribute the companion to one god or another. I wonder if it's already predetermined which god owns it.
Looks
They
like
don't
it's
want
not godly.
and they don't want competition.
Probably they're not trying to force infighting. I actually kind of like that line.
Yeah, they don't want like my God created. No, my God created. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Zipper, you joined us.
It just then Zipper pops up, adds her 2 cents into the conversation, and most you can see that. I mean, there's an area where people who are from Elturel sit and whatever, and you're not segregated so much as it just kind of naturally. The adventurers are over here. Every once in a while, there's someone who lives in the city that's taking the oath, that's sitting with adventurers that are passing through. But on the outer sides of the city, like where you're at, it's not primarily people from Elturel. There's a lot of adventurers or merchants in this side, in this in this area of the city. It's still very
Are
well defended because the paladins are everywhere. What was that?
are are we generally like by yourself?
There's not like
The
somebody
three of
10
you,
feet next to us.
the three of you can get your own table, but the area is filling in for breakfast. You guys spent the night where some people are just coming in because they're just now arriving. There's there's a lot of activity as people build up the market for the day and then take. Actually, sun's up all the time. It just slows down overnight. It doesn't die down because it's
Just one
always.
sun.
Is that little corner booth open?
Oh, the one
Sure.
with the betting?
Sure, if you time things just right, it could be open for you, but that might not be where the other two are.
I have a dex of 8.
I didn't mean navigate the crowds. I mean that's when you walk down the stairs because you had already done the math and realized the night before that that's when
Oh.
Zipper's that cunning.
Yeah. So when I pop up and add my 2 cents, I gesture for them to go over here. Come on. I found a good spot. Come on.
Yeah, I go
You
and join them.
mean this spot over here?
Yeah.
Okay. Why are my dice not yellow? I thought I turned them yellow. Go to yellow. Thank you. Okay.
I joined Zipper. What you got, buddy?
Oh, I found the most interesting things last night. So apparently, there's these bad guys, cult of the dead. They're just the sound bad. Right? And they're gonna come here tonight, and they're gonna take some stuff and take it to the docks. And apparently, if we jump them while they're on the way to the docks, we can take what they want, and we only have to give the guy that tipped me off 25%. Sound good?
What, you couldn't negotiate a lower price?
He wanted half. I talked him down. I don't know.
Just gonna, yeah. So, wait, are we ambushing at night?
Well, with that, I mean, come on, it doesn't get much more ominous than that.
Oh yeah, I would love to light a carriage up on night. It's far more beautiful with the contrast.
I
I
mean, there isn't
agree.
really night here, it seems like, but there's like, less day, I guess.
Yeah, but
Trust the place that doesn't have night, but
this weird fake sun though doesn't really provide much warmth. Like I think lighting up a carriage might do the trick.
I just kind of make a fire, be like, "Do you need warmth?"
so yeah.
Toll to the dead. That doesn't sound too pleasant.
Yeah, that seems rather direct.
And I wonder how like they're able to operate here when you have all these fancy hoity-toity paladins and clerics and stuff.
The cult of the dead
Yeah, I
is
don't know.
probably involved in some kind of a death cult.
Yeah,
But they're taking some money and goods to Baldur's Gate from here, is the general idea. So we want to stop that because cult dead is bad, and we can help ourselves in the process. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm guessing that there's probably some of these paladins aren't as rich as they look, because you're right. If they were, they wouldn't be able to get away with it.
It's certainly easy to knock off some people who are call themselves the cult of the dead. Nobody's gonna be all that angry if we leave them burning. We could take the stuff.
I agree. Let's do it.
Last night was relatively quiet. You didn't hear any, I don't know, exploding carriages or burning like I'm hearing in this plan. As a matter of fact, there was normal um, police and protection activity the whole 24 hours you've been here so far. With the sun never going down, the shifts are easy to keep on. Nobody's worried about night or day. Just something to consider.
So we might need to take a look and see if there's a spot between here and the docks where maybe there's less police oversight.
Most of the city docks. Like just looking at the map.
You guys are here at this intersection. I'm trying. I can't. Oh, go pin in there. You got it.
Oh, I lost
I-
the map. Can you share the map again?
I will as soon as I find the U. I'll be right with you.
Like 4
bef-
blocks away from the
That
docks.
the one thing I like my main list of all the stuff. I think I turned it off. I did. Okay. Here's the tavern. I'm gonna put the tavern here and make it green. There we go. And I'm gonna share the Elturel map.
I thought I saved it for the hotkeys, but I missed apparently.
And then
Maybe
of
we can
course
cause this chaos in the market where there's a lot of people. We could duck into the crowds and avoid capture.
So they're going to the Dragon Eye docks, is that it?
Depending on how we cause the chaos, because we might just end up losing that.
Well, you're the chaos starter, so be careful.
Well, yeah, I don't want
Yeah.
people to see me start a fire.
Thing is, I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure which way they're going to take to the docks. If they're going to go through the market or go the other way, or I'm sure we can figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything that I could deceive people with to cover your casting, so I don't know. This plan doesn't seem
I mean,
very good.
There are plenty of times if something starts on fire, irrelevant if I did it or not. People always blame me on fire genasi
I mean that's fair.
and height.
That's profiling right there. That's what that is.
50-50, it was the flaming fox. Eh.
So, what would our next step be?
Safe to say scope out where Zipper was talking about.
Let's do it. Lead the way, Zipper.
Where are we going?
Scoping out the ambush site you were talking about?
Oh, I don't have an ambush site. I was saying we should figure out an ambush site.
Yeah. Should we
Right.
But you guys,
the streets that we possibly shall be needing to know?
but seeing as we don't know which way they're going to be going to the docks, that's what you kind of have to do. You maybe just follow them, and well, if we see a spot, then take an opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah, we know where they're
Play by
going,
ear.
we don't know where they're from.
Good point. We don't want to separate the party to cover all the entrances to the docks. But Chris, it's
I
safe
mean, it
to
looks like
say
there's
that
only
yeah, there's only like two. There's like one
two,
here, one here,
And it seems
maybe
like
here.
it would be long to go through the market. So I'm thinking they're going to go around the outside of the market to the eastern.
Like cover this route or like this route.
I feel like this is the most logical way to get to the docks from where we are. It seems way shorter than going through the market.
So then I think we can probably find a good ambush site just before the dock entrance that we can post
Right.
up on.
I mean, safe to
Just
say,
might have
would these
we
people
might
be
have
going to the market?
no, they're going to be transporting their ill-gotten gains from the bar to docks. So I'm guessing they'll want to get there as quick as possible and avoid the group of people.
Wait, from the bar? This bar?
Yes.
Oh,
And it would
wait,
make
we
sense
do
if
have a
they,
point A and point B then.
yeah, and it makes sense that they'd be using like narrow or side passageways instead of populated main ways.
I mean, do we know how big their goods are? Is it like a bag or a cart? That would help us narrow.
He said it's just money, right, Chris?
Mhm.
Or like he was.
As
So
far
it could
as
be
you,
just on a dude rather than a cartload.
Yeah, I don't know if there's going to be a cart per se.
Yeah, that's more difficult.
And how many people are going to be transporting this?
More than one, less than a dozen. I would hope.
Big indeed.
Yes.
Listen, it was an hour with a. Did you guys come up with anything better?
No, I tried to get
I'm all ears.
booze and nothing happened.
so this
You had the
conversation goes
quest
on
and
for a
have him
bit as you guys
questioning your
hammer
quest.
out all the details.
Maybe
Yeah, let's get
Holt,
Ocean's
Holt,
11 on this shit. Spread out the
maybe
board.
Holt finds out something better. Where's Holt? Did he find out something better?
Oh yeah, Holt exists.
He's stuck in a brothel.
He's quietly sitting in the corner, listening to everyone, just taking it in.
I figured he didn't make it here.
Poor Mike.
Totally
It's
forgot
11
about him.
It's 11 o'clock already.
And John, I was totally thinking Ocean's 11 the entire time we're talking about this.
When we have vaguely productive planning in D&D, oh yeah.
So, however you guys want to spend your day, because it's evening before there's a hint at these activities, if that's what you're focusing on.
Yeah, as long as we definitely got some time to walk the streets and think about stuff.
Yep, I say we walk the streets along the pathway we think they're going to go just to see if we can scout something out. A good
Alright.
hiding spot or something.
I will take investigations checks from all,
Right as I get up off my chair.
unless you can think of a better skill. Oh, sorry, Mike.
Hold on one
That was
second.
amusing. That was like a segue to out, and then hey, do a thing. Oh, Dippin' Dots.
Good job. Okay, there we go. This is what
Okay.
we want.
Oh, that's a dark dice.
14. All right. So the three of you determine that this area here, and Zipper, you noticed that last night when you were talking to one individual, he was accompanied by another. As you guys are walking up and down this area, trying to get a beat on where the action is going to be, Zipper, you do catch that individual talking to someone that works at the docks at this intersection, at the opening in this western area of the docks. So you tie in you tie in confidently that that spot is going to be a part of the route. What you want to do with that information is up to you.
Right, but I'm guessing that spot's probably going to be, seeing as it's the gateway to the dock, it's probably going to have guards and more people around that area. Would that be correct?
At the moment, you only see a couple of guards, neither one of which are like paladin or clergy. But it's a quieter time where people have already poured into the market from the docks, and no one is like only a few are trickling out of the market back to the docks to maybe leave for the day or whatever. This area is busier at the beginning. Like, what is today now? I said yes. This is Sunday, so tomorrow morning this area will be busy, but tonight it might not be. They have business 5 days, 2 days, just like our weeks.
Gotcha.
So maybe not as much tonight as other nights. You're able to put that together. You're unsure, but you do notice that there's less people on horses in shiny armor in this area. Maybe the
Gotcha.
docks have their own security.
Oh, that darn Axel.
I mean, the person I spoke to last night kind of maybe sort of intimated that they would be, that we might have an easier time since they were getting a cut of our, proceeds, that they might be doing something to kind of have the security back off of the area as well. Maybe. It is a little unclear. Sometimes these things aren't, very concrete, but I feel like that might be the case. I wouldn't worry too much.
He gave you that wink and the nod. Yeah, we got it clear. Yeah.
Problem is there's a wink for this, a wink for that, and a nod for this, and a wink. Sometimes there'll be a wink and a nod. It gets a little confusing, but
There's your weird roguish conversations. But it has real productivity before.
I think this might be the spot.
Two flaming thumbs, maybe.
Dude, cold thumbs. All right.
So that was on the second trip up and down that area. You ruled out relatively quickly that it wasn't going to be over the other side of the market or anything. That it was going to be that it was going to be pretty much a straight shot, and that you did end up pinning out that this spot entering the docks is going to be at least one of the areas that these guys are going to be traveling. Did you want to continue your investigation after this moment? You've got about normal sundown is in about an hour or two, but of course it's not going to get very dark when that happens.
I can't imagine the sundials work here.
Right, but we're gonna have to get back to the bar to then trail these guys, I would imagine, because we don't know what they look like.
True. And if they're just carrying money, it's kind of hard to discern that.
Right.
We planning on killing these guys, or
What happens, happens.
how good's your pickpocketing?
I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Chris?
I'll be right back. Well, what?
Oh, never mind. Go to the bathroom.
What was the question?
Well, he asked me how good my pickpocketing was.
Oh, sleight of hand.
You're right, I was going to demonstrate.
Oh, be my guest.
On us or somebody else?
Probably, probably on the person that asked
to be
him.
like, look at my hand and your wallet.
Probably the person that asked him. That's only a 12.
You can
Are you
have my Kinder
perceptive?
Uh,
Didn't you have a
Negative
shit
one in
wisdom?
perception.
Passive perception of 9.
even
Yeah,
though both Holt and Ember clearly watch what you're doing, Chip misses it completely.
So I hold up, you're a random trinket from your person, and I'm like, how do you think it is?
Oh, you are amazing.
And I toss it back.
Yeah, give it back. Okay.
Like the sloppiest lift ever, but somehow you don't see it.
I'm very.
There was no slight. It was just you reached in his pants.
Like,
He
look,
didn't
above
buckle
me.
the backpack. It was just there.
Look over there, a distraction.
Pick a
Shiny.
card. Is this your card?
All right, we established that as canon. I'm totally gullible.
Your negative wisdom, I'm not surprised.
Alright, so we go back to the tavern to trail them, I take it? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah, he did point out the table where the deal is going to be done, so we should be able to like observe them doing it when it happens, and then kind of
The one with the
I
fancy
figured
couches.
trail them out from there.
Let's see. Do I even have stealth? Oh.
I have an 8 dex again. My stealth is wild shape. You try to find a mouse, that'll be hard.
I don't imagine there's many rats and rodents in
I
Elturel.
mean, the other option is
There are rats everywhere.
two people can wait by the gate and one can trail and then signal the other two when it's time if we think that it'd be easier
Ooh.
for one person to trail them.
Smart. I like that.
Mister, I can be a mouse would be my guess to trail them, but I mean, I have stealth, but not as stealthy as being a mouse.
Yeah.
So me and Rob at the gate, Sean trailing. Is that the plan?
Actually, I need to relook up wild shape because I think the duration is level based.
Decisive. I love it.
So we came up with a new plan, Chris.
Oh, I have my ears on.
Oh, okay.
Hour is equal to 1 hour. Okay, so 2 hours of rat would be my maximum, which I would rather not use because that's kind of most of my power. Actually, if
You won't
anything,
have to
while
wild.
walking
You
around
won't
this
have to
hour,
wild shape till you leave the bar, and it shouldn't take them that long to walk down to the docks from the bar.
I imagine I'd burn one, and that would probably be it. Would it be like normal? I mean, this is the whole city like nice. Although rats would be rather common in pretty much any city, especially medieval times.
You've already noticed that around the docks, around the waterways, in the outskirts of the city, because of there's a little less well, the sanitation's still up to snuff, and the police or the enforcement of the law is in the entire city, but the infrastructure isn't as gorgeous or as up to date as the inner portion of the city by High Hall and the gardens and all that. So it's not unheard of for there to be some vermin or whatever. It's because the boats are coming and going. You can't really make sure that the docks are always clean.
Just making
Did
sure
that
it's
answer your
not
question?
absurd for there to be rats around.
No,
Not
that's
necessarily
not.
a lot, but
No, that's
seeing
not.
one outdoors.
No, that's gonna happen.
Just making sure. Before I make some like high class note be like, oh, rat, and I get shot.
All right, so I'm gonna first, instruct Sean on all the details I was given about where the deal was going down, what to look for, and
Wasn't it going down in the bar, but then traveling to the docks?
right.
Yeah.
So we need to figure out who the hell in the bar is doing the dealy.
Well, he told me which table they were going to be at doing
I
the
was
deal.
I was just gonna say that area at this moment, candles are put up in that area and lit, and then the person that works in the bar walks away from that spot. About 10 minutes later, a couple of people enter in that area, and then 5 minutes after that, somebody else does from another area in the bar, and now there's about 4 people in that area. It took like a half an hour from the candles being lit to it looks like now everybody's there. That's as they begin talking. So it might be who you're looking into, but you're too far away to hear anything. And if you're observing what they're doing, you can let me know how observant you're being or what you're doing next. All very vague until you guys investigate in some way.
Well, once we point Sean in the right direction, we were going to head to the docks and wait there.
Okay.
So I'm the only one eyeballing the table. It being the plan for like you're at the end point.
Yeah.
And I'm to find them and track them. So how to get that information to you before then? I'm not a telepath.
You squeak.
A loud squeak. You're at least 8 blocks away from me.
Well, if you turn to a human behind them, we should see that, right?
Where is
think they
Holt
would
during
too.
all this?
Actually, right now I'm still Genasi.
Assuming Holt's going to be at the docks with us.
Oh shit, I'm riding solo, which I suppose was the point, actually.
Okay.
Discord message?
I was letting Mike know that I'm still hoping to see him.
Oh,
I don't want him to think, oh, it's been an hour, it's too late. No, it's none of that. So I'm sharing I think I shared the map. This is the area heading to the docks. Unfortunately, this angled like on the Elturel map,
yep.
and then this map that happens a lot. Sometimes when I know what's happening in advance, I'll rotate them, but in this case, I didn't. I
So
really am flying off the hip here.
which direction is the docks on here?
The arrow's pointing to the docks.
Okay.
So passing that gate would be heading into the docks.
All right.
And this is one of the places you guys can do your thing. What would you like to do? You're seeing
Is there any?
buildings and doors here around the area. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was saying, is there anywhere really to hide? Or
Well, you
Well,
can.
You're a hobbit and there's a table.
Oh, is that?
Can you unlock the tokens?
I sure can. Where is that? There it is. Go ahead.
Ooh. You got the lighting right.
Oh, good. I can't. I can't tell. See,
yeah, it looks pretty good.
So I'm right around the corner.
if I click on your token, yeah, now I see it. Okay. This one came. This one's pre-done. I'm just even the pre-done ones. You still have to know how to interact with them. That far I've
Right.
got. Yeah.
Cool.
This one was pre-done. I think the next one might not be. I'll find out. But the one I had ready for if we played the main campaign, that one's set. I'm looking forward to doing that. But we're here now. So yeah, they'll be traveling this way, and
I mean, we're gonna be here for a little while waiting, so it might be a little conspicuous if we just stand over on the corner.
you're not completely alone, but it's like a half hour before any kind of actual guard walks by, and they're not checking
Play
the
Boulder
docks so
Parchment
much as normal
Shears for
business.
30 minutes.
There are merchants that'll be traveling from the market to the docks this time of day. Very few people are going to travel from the docks into the market at this time. Only someone who's screwed up. So put you gather there's a chance that someone would do that. But mainly you're seeing people leaving the market and going to put their stuff in their own storage area or on their ship, and you suspect that these guys plan on mixing in with that crowd. So exactly where do you guys want to be when you think shit's gonna hit the fan?
I say on either side of the alleyway. I'm going to be hiding around the corner where I'm at.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine just taking the other side here, trying to look as inconspicuous as possible. I mean, I guess we don't have to hide if there are people, but like if it's not weird for people to be around here too much.
Not terribly.
Hide by not hiding.
Hmm.
I guess just kind of trying to look like we belong with whatever everyone else is doing around this area. I don't know if that'd be like some kind of performance check or.
I don't know, play 3 Dragonette with yourselves until a rat shows up.
I will take a performance check.
Oh yay, +0.
Zippers, you left your zipper down.
Wah wah wah.
Well, I suppose even having a zipper might be high class.
I was looking for something that I did not find, but that is okay. I don't need it.
Anybody happen to have a gaming set in their starter kit?
I do
Anyb-
not.
Anybody else trying to look inconspicuous?
I'm a rat.
You're not there. That's right.
Yeah, I guess I am. So performance.
Come on, sorcerer. Wait, what?
Hey, I got that charisma.
You had a -1?
I was rolling for Holt.
Oh, like that does not seem right.
Just enough to throw you off. Feared by the gate.
The whistle
The
of don't look
forest
at me,
being-
but the whistle of don't look at me actually sounds like it has a nice tune.
Totally belong here. Doo-dee-doo.
Me, the rogue, is the only one that's not good at this.
You hide with body, not words. Which I suppose that's actually what this is. Never mind.
Hide the body, but
Hide
time,
the
in
body. I love it.
If we turn
House
it to
open.
ashes, it's so much easier to hide.
I was hoping to find some old stuff quick, but I can't find it.
Make it ember.
Oh, I found it. Weird. Oh well, sorry guys.
Take your time.
I'm amused that I have Creator Destroy Water as my spells as well.
Just make it myself.
Yeah, this just makes you think, like, how would that play into the campaign?
Huh?
The creator destroy water?
It comes
Oh,
in handy
no-
when you're starving.
No, I was more amused at the thought of, fire, water.
Oh, maybe so that you can put out accidental fires. That
That
you
and
purposely make.
maintain my fires.
or stop somebody from putting out your fire.
I'm amused at Chris's spell choices.
Let's see. Do I need to put like a whole group over here? This is gonna be like 3 people. I don't think I want to waste time putting a
Oh
whole
yay,
bunch of-
witnesses.
Yeah. How is that the picture I have associated with Human Commoner? Ay. Let's just grab one out of the Monsters Manual. You're gonna see some letters today.
It's fine.
Be fine. 1, 2, 3.
Certainly
One
safe
per-
to assume, unlike Baldur's Gate, Elturel is probably not common. People get jumped in the street.
Yeah, it's a little uncommon because paladins. But these people were coming from the other side of the market, and they seem to be heading just towards the docks. And one of them takes a look at you guys, but doesn't really pay too much attention. And do. Can I even move? There we go. Oh wow, I can see the image moving. That's pretty interesting. They take note of you guys standing around. There's a little bit of whispering. The funny thing is about this group is even though they're coming from the market, they're not carrying, like, there isn't like a cart or a bunch of objects with them.
Is there a rat following them?
No, because around the same time,
I think we're about to go to me doing that.
yeah, about the same time as you, those of you that don't, actually everyone can make like perception checks or insight checks as this scene begins to play out. Chris, did you lose what you were doing again? Did you really? Is that a thing? Did you? Oh boy.
Sweet,
Negative one on both. So,
there's a plain
nice.
rat in the bestiary. That works.
25 perception.
Damn.
I see
Did you
everything.
25 perception?
The expertise and perception. When I'm a rat, I have advantage on smelling.
I see the fourth wall.
Yes, now try to steal the DM's dice.
Before they arrive, those citizens that are there, can I attempt to persuade them or deceive them, saying that we're part of the local health inspecting crew
Haha!
and there's been reports of a plague? And please evacuate the
A
area.
plague? The DC goes a lot higher if you choose plague.
Okay, let's go with something less than plague.
Yeah. Lower that. Lower the plague. You're like, this is a thought you're having in your head. You're like,
Yeah.
plague might be a bit much.
Have you seen Last Airbender?
No, I have not.
Ah, damn it.
I'm open to any suggestions, guys. What should I try to dissuade them or deceive them with?
That maybe like the paladins have asked nobody to be around here.
Or the paladins are giving out free cookies 3 blocks to the north.
They've been baking in their downtime.
So I approach the citizens. I'm like,
Okay.
listen up. I'm a herald of the paladins, which are the demon riders.
Hell
I'm
Riders. You get it
Riders.
right though. Yeah.
Yeah, I am a herald of the Hell Riders, here to tell you that all citizens must report to the High Hall immediately for an important announcement. So away with you. And come on, deception. Boom.
Nice. I'm almost ready to get back into real time. I'm fixing one more thing. That happened.
Knew that charisma +5 would come in handy.
Would we have thought out if the plan was for me to run ahead and tell you who the hell these people are, or just when a rat turns into a fire, go?
When
I
the rat
like
turns
to
into fire.
Should that be just me improv?
I figure that you pop out of rat form, grab the bag, make a run for it, we cover you.
Yeah, I like to think.
Strength.
I like to think that you would have covered that particular.
Well, when we were Ocean 11ing this whole thing, I think we forgot that particular detail.
Well, if you've seen with all these heist moves, they constantly pan back to the planning phase.
Hey, can we go back and retcon that?
I think I skipped a step.
The Zipper is the one who plans, also, who doesn't have a negative intelligence.
I honestly figured
going
that,
with
that the signal would be he pops up behind them, and that is enough to surprise them, and we can, because seeing a rat turn into a person would surprise anybody.
Oh yeah, use the rogue sleight of hand to grab the bag in the confusion.
So we're just grabbing the bag. I thought we were, murdering the cult of the dead.
And
Okay.
at the very least, I take their shit.
Yeah.
And they want to be dead.
With my nat 1 on that check, that seems very, yes.
Maybe you convince them to kill themselves.
This is your purpose. Somebody's like, what are you doing? He wanted it. He wanted immolation and he forgot the grease.
Yeah, I guess
Wow.
I guess we could just try to rob them.
Change my image. I mean, wait, wasn't that their point? Their ill-gotten goods was a bushel of coins.
I'll have to change that back. The automation I wanted to use, I didn't turn on at the start, so it's not working. And I'm like, oh yeah, that's an extension. I have to turn that on, so that was slowing me down.
Yeah, there's a whole wild shape extension, isn't there?
I was able to activate the wall save extension at the when you load up Fantasy Grounds. You have to turn something on that isn't on, so that's why the token isn't adjusting automatically, and that's fine. I'll just do it manually.
It's not like I was going to stay in wild shape for long. Oh.
You've been in wild shape and with these 4 individuals, and they do have a cart, but they went to the market to get it, so that would have thrown things off if you tried to grab them before this moment. So they left the tavern, came down this street, went into the market, gathered up what would have looked like stuff to go back to the docks, and then came out this way. If you're looking at the Elturel map, so they wouldn't have gone down the one street that you guys were looking at before. So you didn't miss them by putting a rat with them or being in this location. So that kind of worked out. But it did take longer than you thought because they didn't make a straight walk. These 4 individuals went to the market, acquired a cart that now looks like it's coming from the market, and are heading towards the docks. As you're spending time with them, do you want to you're paying attention to what they're saying, trying to figure out what's going on. In addition, they have 2 chests of on the cart, and there's 4 individuals. Make an investigation check or perception check as you're listening to these people.
The main thing I want to find is something incriminating for when we jump them. We can be, hey, they're bad guys.
Okay.
So investigation?
Yep.
+1.
And where are you hiding? All sorts of options. Just imagine, dude. What did you want to do?
I'd imagine I'd be periodically coming in and out of just keeping sight of them. So I'm not a rat straight up following them, and after a while that might be suspicious. Rather than just they periodically might notice a rat around, which
Okay.
I wouldn't think would be weird. I don't necessarily want to crawl in the cart, because that seems immediately concerning.
And go with a performance or a stealth check, and I'll be able to put the scene together. You have advantage because you're a rat.
Weirdly, I'm better with Oh, wait, no, my charisma would still be the same. I don't know if rats are... What's a rat's dexterity? 0. Okay.
And you definitely outwitted all of your opponents. As a matter of fact, one of them rolled so low that this is gonna be weird.
Oh, I didn't click advantage. I clicked.
That's fine. I could take 18 plus 1 and 13 plus 1. I'm fine.
I'm just like, wait, why is that 32?
You didn't get a
Oh, I
32.
did it wrong.
You got a 19 and a 14. And I rolled 4 dice in the tower so that you didn't see what those were, but one of the individuals, you're able to tell by just moving around the cart, you're doing a little bit of investigating. 3 of them definitely seem to be combatants. One of them is older than the others, and even though he's older, he's not acting like a veteran. He's not acting like their leader. He is wearing some armor, and you gather that he's a cleric of Torm, maybe, but he's not. He doesn't look. One of these things is not like the others.
It's a
And
facade
that's the one that actually, like, whatever area of the cart you're in, he actually almost puts his hand directly on you and then misses it completely. Like his rolls are really sad. To the point where he almost pet you and then didn't notice that he almost pet you.
A lot of suspense biting moments.
Yeah. So now, you
Whatever.
guys. Sorry, go ahead.
It's not too much game for me to be suspicious that he's not actually a good cleric, and that there might be some evil clericy insignias on him that I can use. Or at least these are the things I'm thinking.
As far as you can tell, he's a cleric of Torm.
Oh shit!
It's not something like he's got a robe on, but under the robe, there's the symbol. Like, and whether or not they've noticed is something you haven't noticed. This could be going any way.
they haven't noticed me, but I haven't found anything evil among them.
They also might not have noticed that he's a cleric of Torm.
Yes.
Your head's spinning because that's a
Yeah.
13, which is right in the middle of the whole plot. like, meanwhile,
Might
Chip,
be
you
helpful.
definitely notice that there's a caravan of goods coming this way, and these guys are here, and you just started talking to them. She says, "We're just heading to the docks. Is that a problem? Can we do that?"
Oh, somebody stopped them?
Chip tried to stop them and mentioned to them that they had to go back to the city and couldn't go into the docks at this
Oh,
time. I
he's
think.
talking to these random people.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's talking to the randos.
I thought there was a moment my group of people stopped because then I had a idea.
They're slowing down because they do see something ahead, but they're not stopping. Yeah, how do you handle the woman's concerns?
Your concerns are noted, but this is a mandate, and you must comply. Did you not sign the paper?
No, we left the market. We didn't hear anything about this.
Well, that's why they sent me,
I
so they can
that
tell you about it.
make a persuasion check with advantage because that's freaking good. Just, yeah.
Maybe like
There's
noticing Chip and assuming the rest of my peoples are over there.
Mm.
When I think I get close enough, which probably around now, can I run away to the side and try to find zippers mainly?
Yes, Chip. Are you trying to make sure that everyone in this caravan approaching also sees you, or are you trying to do this in a way that they don't?
I'm trying to get the witnesses out of here.
Okay, so yeah,
Love how showy.
the caravan, including two chests that you're now aware of, slows down to the point where you can easily hop your little rat self off of that and head wherever you need to, and you can get there within plenty of time because they're slowing down to let whatever altercation that's heading above them pass. So, Sean, where would
Okay.
you like to be in the
Try
next
to
12 seconds?
look up rat speed, I guess. Oh, wait, no, that's passive perception. Speed
I think
20.
I think your character sheet might actually be accurate right now with that.
Oh,
Nope, it's not. That would have been cool. Okay.
by chance, was Zippers hiding what I need to look for him? Or Hobbit?
That's kind of up to Rob.
What was it?
Rob, where are you hiding?
I'm not really hiding. I was trying to be inconspicuous
Cool.
and not really doing a fantastic job of it either.
Because a rat runs up to you and noticing you kind of around the. Ah, shit. Is there something I can duck behind and change?
Have I seen Ember as a rat before?
I mean, I don't have like a. I look like a rat. I don't have like a special red mohawk or
Make
anything.
if it makes you feel, make an insight check, Zipper.
Yeah, I'm a rat, not acting like a rat, I guess.
Wow.
Nope.
You're not sure. I mean, how many rats are gonna stop and look right at you? But probably probably Ember, maybe.
I will
Maybe like.
telepathically. I will telepathically be like, is that you, Ember?
Have you ever
Can,
done that before?
can your target respond?
You
I don't
Ghostwise
believe
halfling?
so. Nope. I can only speak. Cannot be.
You have heard Zipper in your mind ask you if you're you, and even though you can't speak, you can head nod or gesture
Yeah.
in a way that will, yeah.
I think I imagine as I turn the corner, see him, just look over and be like, "It for GM then, is there like a barrel or something I could duck behind and turn
Oh,
back?
sure, that's
to
a
my
whole
Genasi
building
self?"
right there. That
I don't just want to change and very much change the conversation with Chip.
in this direction there isn't a barrel of or anything, but there's the building. But that would goof up these people over here. They would notice you suddenly go from rat to person.
Yeah, that's mainly what I'm trying to hide from. Like
This is
a
an
door or
alleyway.
somebody.
That's more of an
How
alleyway.
big is Holt? Does he have a tower shield by chance?
No, Holt's a ranger.
Oh,
He
shit.
he's wearing armor. Like I said though, over here there's a emptiness between those two buildings that no one seems to be occupying. Meanwhile, these people are going to do as they're told. Led by this woman here, these individuals are leaving, heading back
Yay!
towards the market. Believing
Is this a table in this wood plank thing? What is this?
in the middle,
Yeah.
there's an inconvenient graphic on the map. What shall
Oh,
we
okay.
make that?
Never mind.
What shall we make that?
Wood floors.
Random plank B. You could squeak under it, but if you turned into yourself, it would
Yeah.
raise.
Do I have another-
headcanon that that's the cart from Lulu's imagination from the other campaign. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
I do, but I'm not ready to talk about Lulu yet.
Okay.
Yeah, if I scurry off and turn a corner, if I don't
That'll
see anybody.
that'll take a small amount of time, but yeah, you can pull that off. And with that, these guys are approaching this direction here. Oops, that happened.
Now that since I've seen Ember, I'm going to ready an action.
Okay.
To
I feel like rats kind of have fingers. I would have like pointed. And, yeah, scurried off.
Chip, what are you up to?
Didn't really think my plan was gonna work, so I guess just kind of go back in my corner.
Okay.
I planned to just yank a bag of loot. Didn't work when they had a cart of 2 chests.
And I would also like to ready an action. Little
Freeze ray.
frostbite.
I'm going to ready the action to, or it's not really ready. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all happening around the same time. Do you guys plan on being like outright aggressive when this cart with these cultists gets close? At this, it's safe to say there's 2 people riding on the cart and then 2 people walking next to it. There's a very conspicuous blanket over what the druid already knows is 2 treasure chests, pretty much.
Yeah, I was going for a surprise round attack here. That's what I was going for.
And I intend to jump in all hero landing like the cult of the dead will not find purchase here. Smashy player.
I'm confident in my own abilities, and I can instill confidence in others. So as soon as something happens, I can pew pew. And,
Okay. Let's start. Let's start with this. First, let's roll initiative for everybody, and then we'll discuss that surprise round Zipper's hoping to get.
Yeah.
So I'm going to roll all the NPCs' initiatives. And I'm going to roll Holt's initiative, because he's not here.
Is my initiative as a rat, or do I change it back yet?
That is up to you. Do you want to... Are you still a rat before the initiative roll is up to you?
No,
Do you change back?
I'll change it. Just because it'll make it easier, even though it's -1. Hey, look, a dirty 1.
Okay, you're in this folder. Gotcha.
Dirty one is not a phrase you hear too often.
I can't turn off the
I can.
wild
I can.
shape.
I got you.
Like, I can go into the effects, but okay.
Your initiative is a dirty 1. Ouch. So, at the top. Zipper, let's talk about the odds of having a surprise round in this case. Of course, I closed the wrong map. Is it going to reload for me, or do I just get to play blind? Are you serious? Okay. There we go.
Yeah, I mean, we're in place. Ember alerted us. It's just if we get our ambush or not, I guess has to do with whether or not they expect it.
I need you to make a stealth check to see if you can get a surprise round. Because even though they're approaching and they're ready for anything, they haven't seen you yet. So you might move before they're aware.
Oh,
A 7 is sleight of hand, not stealth. So try again. A 17 is a little higher than some of their passives. You can go a little before them. And you're focusing on that. Chip, can you make a perception check for me?
Oh, thank
Ooh,
you.
pretty dice.
That is very good. Um, you notice that most of the commoners carry on back towards the market, or at least they head in this direction and leave. But she ducks down this alleyway, so she's still in play. Whether or not you want to address that or do anything about that at this moment, when you know that the rest of this is going to explode, is up to you. The rest of the commoners make it look like all 4 of them went that way, but you catch her go this way because her roll sucked. Zipper, you
Yeah,
don't
which
notice that because you're focusing on what you're doing here.
makes me think that she's also a member of the Cult of the Dead.
That is a decent assumption that she is here for a reason. That is a timely. Yeah, that is
She
that
was
is
the
a good.
handoff.
That is a very good. Yes, possible. What else do we want?
I don't want to leave my party. You don't leave your wingman. I want to stay
Right.
with the party.
Yeah, definitely leaving you choices.
I want to stay with the
Hell,
party.
my plan had to change. And there's no way I can tell y'all might be a cleric
Did
that's actually a good guy in there.
Everyone in this encounter rolled a 14. No, I'm just kidding.
We all go at the same time.
I rolled a dirty 1.
I got people on the combat tracker that aren't here. My bad. If you've been looking at the combat tracker, my bad.
Yeah, that's a tough choice, but like, I make note of where she went in case.
Stray arrow flies your way.
Yeah.
well, yeah. I mean, there's got to be a reason why she didn't do, like, why she pretended to go and didn't actually leave. But I don't
Right,
know that because I'm not paying attention.
Zipper,
I
you
can't
do
even
have
see any of it.
Zipper. You do have a surprise round. You can perform an action or a move action before the rest of this goes to shit. As a matter of fact, if we wanted to time it perfectly, she's still ducking behind here when you do that, but you don't notice her because you're busy with what you're doing.
Right. So my other question is, and forgive me, but I don't remember. Do I get sneak attack before in a surprise round? I don't remember.
No. There are certain rogue archetypes that do. You're not one of them.
Okay. I'm not any rogue archetype, I believe, because we're not.
Oh yeah, you're not level 3 yet. Yeah.
Yeah.
So no, you do not. And I can double check sneak attack quick.
No, you're probably right. I just wanted to make sure. That's
No
going to take a lot
assassin
of.
auto crits. But,
Yeah.
That's going to take a lot of the bite out of my.
but if you get advantage
Surprise
on
round
the
here.
roll, wouldn't that give you sneak attack?
I don't have. Yeah, but I don't have a way to gain advantage on the roll.
Ambush, maybe? I don't know. I've never really looked at ambush rolls. I think it's just going before them. Suppose I could have been hilarious and just turned into a Genasi and then cast Thunderwave. That'd have been funny. Coin explosion. At the very least, I would have broke their cart.
As a halfling, you could hide behind another player, but there isn't one right there.
Right.
Just a reminder, yeah.
Yeah, because I could have planned this ambush out a little bit better, but level 2. So.
I think plan changed when they actually had a cart.
You could ready an action with your surprise round. Just you can
still just attack
as
them
an
even if
action.
you don't have sneak attack. Like, we're level 2. Our attacks aren't that crazy. I imagine he'll still do like a D6 plus 3 or something.
Yeah, I'll just take a shot with my short bow at Mr. Cult Fanatic number 2 here.
Oh, damn, that was the cleric.
Don't worry, I'm pretty sure I missed him. Yep.
That's a warning shot.
Is it just an action or is it a full round? Sorry.
It's just an action.
Alright, maybe move back here then. Alright. I successfully did absolutely nothing in my surprise round. Yay.
Nice.
Surprised them.
Boogie boo.
Okay. And you took a shot at Cult Fanatic 2?
Yes.
You did. Okay. Now it is... Oh, Cultist 1 gets to react to that because it is his turn. He is going to jump down this alleyway and try to get cover. He was not on the cart. Cult Fanatic 2 and Cultist Fanatic are on the cart. That is not here. And all that one guy can do is run down this alleyway over here. He'll get to about here. And then it is Zipper's turn again. So the surprise round gave him like a moment before the round it actually started. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to capitalize on it too much.
I can move over here though, and I can hide behind Chip, right?
Yeah, at least you are level 2 rogue, so you can do all that sneaky
I don't
action
know
stuff.
if this corner to this corner, Chip isn't blocking. So if you wanted to hide, you might have to make it to the next square.
I'm having trouble seeing the squares.
I can help with that.
And it's like gray on gray, so I'm not sure how much movement I had here.
Red? Red works.
Yeah, I was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't get there. I didn't think so. Oh, I only have 25. I only have 5 squares. 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't get anywhere near there.
You want to retcon running during that surprise round? Instead of taking that shot?
You can
Sure.
bonus dash.
You can also bonus dash.
Well,
That's true.
I can't bonus dash and bonus hide though.
You can.
Ah.
But during the surprise round, you could have converted your action to a dash. So everyone saw you run across, but then they might lose track of you as you duck behind Chip.
Okay, I will do that. I will bonus action hide, and then I will take a shot at Cult
I would love to see
Fanatical.
that. I would love to see that hide first, please.
Oh, is that a roll for that?
It is. If you roll lower than their passive perception, you have failed at your bonus hide.
Gotcha. Health or stealth, right?
Yeah, stealth.
Just sleight of body.
12 is good enough for Cult Fanatic, and you're out of line of sight of Cult Fanatic 2 anyway, so you're good.
Correct. I only have a slight corner of Cult Fanatic.
I ain't worried about 3.
No
He ain't
number.
seeing. He ain't seeing you either.
Okay, so I will take my. So do I have advantage on that, or is that just for sneak attack?
If you're hidden, you come out with advantage, which is why you end up with sneak attack.
Okay. Sorry, I haven't played a rogue in a long, long time.
I got you. And I changed Fanatic to leader because that was getting confusing for me too. So we're gonna call that one leader.
That's better.
And you just hit the leader in the face with what?
Short bow, sneak attack.
This individual wearing leather armor takes the shot. Her "I'm a merchant" clothes fly off.
This guy's found.
How come there's 2 sneak attack effects?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh, they both go on you, if you care.
What's the
Yeah.
other one do? I
It,
don't know.
you put it on you so that it automatically comes off, so it calculates you only doing it once per turn. It's bullshit.
Gotcha.
Sneak
Okay.
attack on turn self is just there so that you remember to take it off. And I'm removing that now. You don't need that. You know how to do
Gotcha.
this.
Did take a shot. Oh, I'm gonna get her.
It's just in the programming. Yeah, somebody else. In order to publish it and get paid for it, you have to be anal. That's all that is. You don't need that. 8 points of damage to the leader,
And I
and
I
you
will telepathically say to the cult leader, "Give up now and give us your ill-gotten goods."
Interesting. Let's take a look at this telepathic speech. Where is this?
It just says, "I can telepathically speak to any creature within 30 feet of me. The creature understands you if you share a language."
Yeah, there's
You
there's no damage involved in it, but there's also no like resistance to it according to this. Yeah,
Is it
any
rules or
creature
anything?
within 30 feet. Nice.
doesn't do it. It's just annoying, basically.
That's just
That's a
annoying.
complete message.
And this comes from your trait because you are a special kind of halfling.
The DM made me a ghostwise halfling.
I did, and now I can share it because I made it in a way that people can share it. Okay. Put trait on that. And just for the audience at home, or the rest of the players. So she hears your voice now. Because it's telepathic, I don't think it necessarily has to sound exactly like you if you work on it. At the moment, you might not. It might not matter, but I don't know if that's ever going to matter. So she hears. Sorry, I got so interested in the rule, I forgot what you said. What'd you say?
Give up and turn over your ill-gotten gains, evildoer. Ha!
Okay. And that makes it her turn. She sees you and Chip from her current loop. Barely sees Chip. She's gonna slow the
She
cart.
doesn't see me. I'm hidden from her.
When you shot, you came
Oh,
out of
that's
your
right.
hiding.
Yep,
Right.
yep, you're right. Sorry.
I've done
Forgot.
this. Yeah, you come out. You hide long enough for them to lose track of you. Then you shoot, and there you are. But
Well,
she's
I
on
don't
an
see
angle.
her. Yeah, if I don't see her in my thing, she can't see me, right? If I
You don't see
at all.
her. Yeah, you
She's
don't see
hidden
her
from
at all.
Chip, yeah. But she
You
can
don't see
see
her
me.
at all. She's a little up on the cart. I don't know if that explains it, but for some reason, even though I click on you, I can't see her. When I click on her, I can see the lower corner of your. It's not good enough though. So she's gonna jump. She's gonna stop the cart, jump down, and like run in because she's an idiot, and get right to here, and then be like, "What the hell?" She's gonna cast a spell, and she's holding. Let's see what kind of weapon does she have. She's just got a dagger, and it looks it's a Chris, it's one of those bent cultist daggers. And she's a stereotypical cult leader, and she just looks at you guys and goes, "What is the meaning of this crap?" And that's all she says. She did cast a spell. Chip, it's your turn. She cast a protection spell on herself, obviously.
Okay. I'm going to cast Ray of Frost on her while
Okay.
shouting, "The purpose of this is that you are no good doers. Man."
Ne'er do wells.
Please. Oh, sweet.
As she takes the hit, she has a look on her face like, well, yeah, that's true, actually. Like, she can't even begin to hide it.
Oh,
Damn!
Yep. And she also gets Ray of or
Oh.
speed reduced, I think. Did that work on her?
She will have her speed reduced.
and she also broke her concentration.
Yeah, you broke concentration on Shield of Faith. Shield of Faith is a concentration spell.
So I'd good to have
You
on
can
somebody
lose
else.
that. You can lose that necessary +2 if you lose concentration. That poor bitch. As soon as this reddish energy comes over her to protect her, it just washes right back down after your spell hits her. It becomes very obvious that her Shield of Faith is gone.
Shield of Faith doesn't help against save, does it? Ah.
No, not at all. She did not. Yeah, no, that's not a thing.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Wow.
No one
Blast was what
expects
you-
the
was
Spanish
looking for.
Inquisition.
You hit Shield of Faith when you should have hit Bless.
Holt, who is
Now
not
fish
here,
crossbow.
he's gonna charge right up on her because that's the way I built this guy. And does anyone want to play Holt? I've got enough going on.
Yeah, I can play Hulk.
Okay, go for it. If you
How
go
do
to
I?
if you go to character and click on him just like any other, you'll take ownership of his token. And as you review what this ranger can do, I'm going to go to the bathroom quick.
Okay.
That's
What
me
are
just
the
passing the puck there. I don't need another NPC right now.
Holt is right here next to her. Um, you know, long sword, short sword, dagger. Good berries. All right.
An archery type or a dual wielder.
All right. So as a bonus action, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on Cult Leader. And then 1d4 plus 2 or 1d6 plus 2.
Probably be better to stay archery style because Hunter's Mark is a concentration spell.
Problem is, I'm going to have disadvantage on anything because she's right next to me. So I have to use the short sword or long sword. So I'm going to use the long sword.
Oh, you're right up against. I can't
She's
see
right
any
there.
of the fight.
It's a hit! It's a hit! Here comes 1d8 plus 1 plus another 1d6.
Damn.
Oh, you're strong.
How come the 1d6 didn't get on her?
It did. Or the 1d8 did. Yeah, the 1d6
Yeah.
didn't.
I did the hunter's mark, but the 1d6 didn't apply. So when Chris gets back, he can add this to it. Another 3 damage.
Did you?
Did you cast Hunter's Mark on her?
I did.
Oh, to Cult Leader, yeah.
Yes, I did.
I think that's supposed to go on you.
But wouldn't that
Hunter's
apply
Mark.
to everyone though?
Yeah, the Hunter's Mark effect is supposed to go on you, not on the enemy.
Well, let me share it so we can all read it.
Wouldn't that have to be on the enemy though? Because you mark one person.
I believe that's the way the Hunter's Mark effect works. Is if I remember correctly, is that you put the effect on yourself to deal the extra 1d6 damage.
Nope. If you choose a creature you can see within range and mystically mark it as your quarry until the spell
No,
ends, you
he's-
deal an extra.
Yeah.
He's talking
No,
about
I
the
mean
weird
the-
programming.
I'm talking
of
about
it.
the Fantasy Grounds effect. Like the programming in Fantasy Grounds, I believe you put that effect on yourself. You can verify with Chris when he gets back, but
Kind of like how you have to click sneak attack.
yeah, I know the spell goes on the guy, but in Fantasy Grounds, I think it goes on you.
Okay. That's probably where I got choked up on.
Well, there's still a bunch of people before I go, so I shall do.
Use one of my spell slots there, so make sure I mark that.
This cult leader's gonna be dead by the end of the round.
Did you hear everything we were saying, Chris? Oh, he's back now. He's gone again.
Yeah, Rob's right. You put the effect on yourself so that when you roll damage, a 1d6 is added to the damage you roll.
So that, but I think just add the 3 damage to her, and then next
Yeah.
round it'll work
Did you roll that
correctly.
as damage? Or is it? No, you just.
No, I just did a normal d6. Threw it in the chat.
Wonder if that'll add to her anyways. Nope, it won't. That's okay. I'll get her. Cult leader, where are you?
And you'll have to take the extra 1d6 damage off of the cult leader.
I don't think that's gonna matter. She's not gonna live. But yes, I just did. Okay, Holt. Ouch.
And yeah, what sucks is that I can't get out of range of her without prompting an attack of opportunity. So that ends Holt's turn.
Haha. He is going to also jump off the cart and run this way. This guy is already here. He's going to get all culty.
As
He
Colties
pulls
do.
a scimitar and tries to stab Holt with it.
No.
That's a horrible miss. Ember, what would you like to do?
Run around the corner and figure out what's going on.
See the fight.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in between squares. Shit. Do I want to get in the melee? That seems like a bad.
Hey, range if you can.
Yeah, I'm just gonna whip fire.
Right?
Yeah, go for it. My
Oh,
gold
where?
leader's almost dead.
Oh, this was 10. Let's get fancy. What's Burning Hands look like? Oh, cool. I have control flames too. Noted. Ah, there it is. Yeah, 15-foot cone. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, I don't really
Those are
want to
words
hit that
you
one dude.
Except the words
Yeah.
you speak before casting. Blah, 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 blah.
Igni is a guttural throat language. Blah, blah, blah. It's only +2? What?
Did I
Make
miss
a
your
range.
attack, or are you still making it?
I'm confused why it's only +2.
Let's take a quick peek. Dude. Oh, you activated Holt. That's right. I'm like, oh, is Mike here? No.
Sorry.
Where is this +2 problem?
Technically, I am,
Produce
but
flame, the attack roll on it.
Produce flame as a weapon?
It part of the cantrip. You can, when you cast it, you can throw a thing, which ends the spell.
Oh, yeah. Let's fix that. I didn't know it was a weapon, or I would have had that fixed. I'm sorry. I'm new with that. There's the hit, and the damage is already there. Okay.
So throwing it at the lady. She seems to break. Oh nope, no, I'm not. Just kind of run around. Ah, ah, oh, hmm. That's the end of that. Maybe I'm confusing. Dude just ran around the corner and threw fire at something.
No,
Do I still look like a rat? I do.
I thought I fixed that. I was
Just
sure I fixed
in
that.
the upper left, I'm back to Ember, but apparently on my token.
yeah, the cultists are really confused why a rat suddenly
No, you're
bursts
fine.
out flames.
No, you weren't a rat. And I grabbed something to eat, which is why I turned my camera off.
I was debating bursting the cart, but I didn't want to hit the one dude. And I was hoping I'd have some window to tell the party about anything I've noticed, but unsurprisingly, no.
We probably don't want to burn the cart anyways because we want the stuff that's on the cart.
Nah, Thunderwave. I
Oh,
would
that
send
burn.
it across the entire street.
Oh, that burn. Yeah.
Burst, not burn, burst.
Gotcha.
I would just like go on the cart as the rat, and then as I change.
Let's see. She pops out of the corner with all this going on.
Yeah, that seems smart.
Aw, damn it. I thought Fairy Fire was also kind of like Burning Hands. I thought it was like a cone thing. It's a cube I picked. God damn it. At 60-foot range.
Nah,
God,
it's a bit
I
of a
should have
range.
reread Fairy Fire.
It's got a good range to it.
Yeah, I don't know
They're a
why
little-
I thought it was like a a burning hands kind of thing.
And she stands out. At this point, she is wearing armor. She lost the whole merchant look also.
Gave it up, huh?
I think she has a shield. She's in scale mail, but she's not. She doesn't have a shield. She does have a spear. It looks like we're gonna call that a sword. Fuck this stat block. Um, and she's just watching. So she walks out in a way that she's clearly ready for something to happen, but she's not engaging. Um,
Oh, the
her
fancy
her
lady.
attention also seems to be split, but you're not sure where without a quick insight check. I wouldn't call it an action so much as you don't catch it until your turn. And then it becomes obvious as this guy ah! uses his actually he gets to about here and he's using his action to move as well. Zipper, it's your turn. Now when you watch this display, these two guys are running in tandem, but one of them's initiative hasn't happened yet, so it's much slower than the others. You got plenty of opportunity there. As a matter of fact, I probably should have waited till the other person's initiative to move either one. So we'll go with Zipper's turn for now. But you can tell that these two are about to make a break for behind this woman. I'll move them back over there until his initiative comes.
Zipper's gonna hide behind her.
Okay.
And she's gonna say in her head, "Excuse me, just hold still for 1 second while I use you for as a shield."
Okay. Make the check to hide from whoever it is you're trying to hide from.
The cultist that's running out.
Right. That's a 10.
I'm guessing that's
Um,
not gonna be enough.
Oh my god, it is.
Level 2. Love it.
Yep. It is enough to hide from. You see, this guy is paying no attention to you, but the other guy notices you behind her. He's just, I'm not sure what he's going to do about it. Meanwhile, the cult quote-unquote leader is going to die.
I'm still on my. That was my bonus action tied.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, I didn't specify. I'm sorry. I thought
I'm jumping ahead. Go ahead.
I'll drop to 16 and keep the 16.
Got that. This is on the guy that did lose track of you?
Yes.
Mhm. Yep, he dies.
Yay!
Murder
Okay.
in the streets.
And then I say in her head, "Thank you."
She mentions. Actually, there's a moment of awkwardness before she goes, "No problem." That one's expendable.
Ding, ding, ding.
What?
Oh, okay.
Subplot. Oh my god.
Careful of the other one though, please. And as you look over to the other one, unlike the token, his hood is covering his face in a way that you can't really tell who it is. Chip, it's your turn.
Alrighty. So we still have a cult fanatic in the back, cult leader in the front. Let's just go ahead and do. Dang, I don't have a code yet. All right. Yeah, let's just do a nice little ray of frost again on cult leader.
That's enough for now. What we got?
We got a
She
miss.
has. Oh, that's a miss. She
And-
sighs with relief.
And I don't have any bonus actions I can use, so that would end my turn.
And oh, you're back to back. You got Holt too.
All right. Now Holt tries to do a little swingy swing on her again. Yeah, let's see if this works. and he misses, and he has no bonus actions either. So totally useless turn. Okay.
Yay, level 2.
Yay, level 2. Okay,
I mean,
this
that'll
guy
still happen higher.
this guy cowardly keeps his head down, and heads over to her, and at that point says, Is she with us? Is she cool?" He seems to be an older gentleman, and at this point you get a decent look at him. So I am going to change that token out because Fantasy Grounds is going to cooperate with me. But I'm not going to change his name. Or well, I'm just going to call him Colt Guy for now. So you get a better look at him now. He seems to be an older gentleman. He's got a bald. He's bald. But he's got his hood up. You can just tell he's got no hair, and he's hiding behind this woman. So that's unfolding. And he has mentioned, "Is she with us?" And at that point, she looks at you, and talking's a free action. If you want to say something or keep it quiet, whatever you want to do.
Are you against the rest of them?
I'm sorry, Rob. Could you repeat that for me?
Are you against the rest of them?
With that, he casts a spell on himself to protect himself because your answer wasn't, clear. It was questioning, and he was like, "Is she?" And that's as far as it goes. He's definitely a yes or no guy, and your answer was neither. So he casts a spell to protect himself. He doesn't trust you completely. He doesn't know what to make of that. Mr. Cult 3 is targeting, like, Holt is hard to ignore. That's a hit. Holt was concentrating on something. Oh, he's got Hunter's Mark up. And that's a success. He holds it.
Yay.
Ember, it's your turn.
Flame on. So I will use my move action. Hey, let's change it up. Hey! Burn a little bit. Oh, dang. Burn a lot of it. I don't have a bonus action thingy, so I'm just a bit happy I burned the dude.
Oh, he's dead. He doesn't get a turn.
Cult of the Dead indeed!
At this point, there's been just enough ruckus that a couple of soldiers are heading in. They're not in plate mail. They're in just normal chain, I believe. I can actually check their stat book. Yep, chainmail and shield. Long swords. And they're, "Hey, what's this all about?" And they're just approaching kind of slowly.
Nothing.
Cult of the Dead. Doing the dying.
What? And at that point, the cult leader looks up, and she looks guilty. And that's
Citizens arrest. That's the thing, right?
Yeah, with fire.
with your persuasion, sometimes it is. And this woman hasn't had a chance to introduce herself yet, but she looks down and goes, "Shouldn't you be obtaining the cart before it's too late? Wasn't there a plan? Shouldn't you go?" And with that, you need to make a wisdom saving throw, Zipper.
Sure.
"16 is enough. You felt some kind of spell effect trying to wash over you as she attempted to command you to go. But you're not affected by the spell. However, you do remember the words and can act however you want." Her action was to cast command. It did not take effect. And with that, she is going to try to walk this way, and well, she's got to wait for him to follow, so she'll wait for. I gotta watch the initiative carefully as these people simultaneously are walking past you, trying to head in the other way. Zipper, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Um, I'm pretending as best I can that I'm following her command.
Okay.
As to get past them without provoking, because I'm not sure of their allegiance still.
Neither one of them take a swing at you.
Okay. So I'm here, and I'm going to hide behind Chip,
Okay.
or attempt to hide behind Chip.
Why does everybody hide behind me? Like, I have 10 AC.
For advantage.
Oh, okay.
That's- what happens is the combatants that are trying to follow him lose track of him just enough when he sneaks behind you that when she pops back out, she has advantage on the attack roll.
Okay.
More
That
about
makes
line
sense.
of
Because
sight
she's
than
a-
human shield.
Because she's a halfling, so she's able to they just lose track of her. Then when she comes out, they can't defend as much. She gets advantage on the attack. She gets advantage on her attack, which causes
That
her
was a
sneak
bo-
attack.
Hide as a bonus action. And
Okay.
then I'm assuming 24 is going to be enough to hide from cult leader.
Oh yeah, nobody sees you. Yeah, actually, Ember
Okay.
probably lost track of you. I know Holt did. These soldiers don't know you exist.
Chip thinks he's got an Erie and ballista behind him.
What would
As
you
she
like to
puts
do?
it, as she puts an arrow in the cult leader's eye, she says, "I told you should have given up."
Oh,
Yep, that's what she does.
near max damage.
Okay, we're gonna let her turn go by. Hey Chip, what would you like to do?
Okay. I would like to finish this dude here on the bottom.
Just smashed with a fireball.
That will end my turn.
No, it doesn't. He failed his saving throw. He takes
Oh,
damage.
so, but he still takes half damage from frostbite?
No. He failed his
Oh,
saving
he
throw.
failed.
You want
He
him to
rolled a
fail his
natural
saving
one
throw.
on his saving throw.
Oh,
It's not. It wasn't your attack. It was his save, and he rolled very poorly. Yeah, he dies.
okay. Yay. And then, is there anybody else on the field that I missed other than this suspicious-looking woman?
We need to get to the cart.
Oh, yep, cart. Where is the cart?
Oh, it's like there. Sorry, I don't have. I
Alright.
didn't put a cart there.
So I was here. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep.
And that ends my turn.
I think she's on our side.
Yeah, Holt's like. It's up to you, actually, Mike.
I'm open to suggestions. What? What were you going for?
Yeah, that works. Meanwhile, these two continue their walk towards the docks. Ember, did you want to do anything?
Suppose check the corpses for something incriminating to make sure that I didn't just kill innocent people.
Well, the little one does have a scimitar. The one that was, bossing people around or whatever, prayer book, dagger. That's about it. Definitely a symbol of Baal, which,
Haha!
yeah,
Okay.
Look to the guards.
could
Call to
be a
death.
thing.
Dead.
Okay. At this point, behind the soldiers is a Hell Rider, just passing into the alley area. It hasn't really gotten involved yet. These two are trying to make a break for it.
I'm gonna, before she leaves, if I can speak into her mind, I'm gonna ask her to distract the soldiers for us. I don't know if she's on our side or not, but
Um, let me take a look at this for a second. Oh, interesting. Um, in your mind, you hear a response. It doesn't sound like her voice. It sounds like the voice of the person you talked to last night. And he says, "Actually, you're the distraction. Well done." And they keep walking towards the docks. It's your turn.
can I just telepathically put out there? Well, in that case, you're not getting your cut. And I will double move to the cart.
You hear
Or dash to the cart, sorry.
you hear a malevolent laugh, like, fair enough.
And so the bonus action is dash to the cart, and I don't have a visual representation here, but is it going to require anything to get moving the other way, or like?
Well, the horses are facing the wrong way.
Oh, there are horses.
Oh,
I just assumed
can
it
we
was
move a
dude
cart
pulling
without
like a
horses?
tuba.
Is that a thing? There's like beast of burden.
Gotcha.
I
just
realize
assumed
that.
it was lightweight enough that it was just a dude pulling
It's
it.
a one shot. I didn't even know there was gonna be a cart until there was one. So yeah, there's like a donkey or something. It could be with an animal handling check. It could be a cooperating
Oh.
donkey.
Never mind, forget it. What I meant to say was I dashed to cult leader and search the body.
Ah, I think Ember already
I think I
did.
covered that.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Okay. Did I see that?
Yes, you did. You saw that.
I mean, I prominently like held up after rummaging through the corpses, like Call to the Dead, dead.
Somehow I missed that. Sorry.
He found incriminating ball paraphernalia on the cult
Yeah.
leader.
I wanted to feel safe.
So-
I killed a bad guy.
Are we able?
And tell the
So
guards.
is it difficult to turn the cart around?
No, with an animal handling check, you could get the donkey moving real quickly. If it's a low, it might take longer.
All right, let's give it a shot here.
If it's terrible, I can be the donkey.
Wow, is it already? Score.
I identify as a donkey.
Wow.
Time to
It
go,
was the-
guys.
So this wraps up unless you guys have something you want to accomplish here, because I'm realizing it's already 12:30. So.
Yeah.
What happens
Still
next
thinking
is
that there's impending doom coming.
I'm trying to get to that. Yeah, the soldiers will. If you guys want, if you try to hurry off before the soldiers get any kind of a story, they'll pursue. But I think Chip and Ember were on top of the plan to Cult of the Dead 3, to which the soldiers will cooperate with.
Especially since if they head off with the cart, the guards don't necessarily see the cart, and I can just head off and talk to the guards about what happened, and I have the
Yeah,
incriminating-
my
That'll-
worry is if the guards
I can
get
catch
involved,
up with
they're gonna
them. I'm gonna
That
talk.
works
they're
too.
gonna want the evidence. If the
The
guards
evidence
catch up
goes
with us.
that way. The story stays here. The subplot goes that way, and this clears out. I'm no Matt
And
Mercer.
I
Let's
can
move on.
immolate the corpses. We don't need to worry. I'll just turn them to ashes. Give me a minute.
Works for me.
And the scene starts to mellow out a little bit there. Haha. Later, cult guy. Alright, we'll get rid of this scene for now. So, back to the bar?
Sure.
After chatting up the guards and ashing corpses.
Yeah, they're surprisingly pretty cooperative. It is the 50th anniversary of the companion. They're already in like a celebratory mood.
Oh, that would have been great to use for persuasion earlier. Damn.
I'll juggle 2 fireballs as if to be like, hey, 2 suns.
50th anniversaries. Never portend anything big, you know.
No
Should be
idea what you're
fine.
talking about, Rob.
It's not as foreboding as the
Um,
13th birthday of a female.
actually, it's about the same thing. Let's move on. Um, back at the inn, uh, Zippers has time to take a look in the boxes, and there is a considerable amount of loot in there. A lot of it was the heavy weight was copper, but there is gold, and there's some art objects that she may not be able to identify. Uh, you can take a quick look, a history check or investigation check if you want to try to pinpoint what these items mean. But they're basically a crown here, an amulet there. You suspect they have significance. You may or may not know what they are. But I don't know where you'd want to keep them. Whoever these, you don't know where they were intended to go, but they were definitely taken from somebody that likes dragons. Um,
Um, so I have this fun.
Probably evil dragons. Just, you're not seeing a lot of good dragons in this artwork.
Ear to the ground feature, which basically says that I can, connect with nefarious persons. So I'm fairly certain I can locate a fence quite easily to get rid of some of this stuff.
Roll a d6.
Or
Yeah, it takes about 4 hours. How big of a cut do you want? How badly do you want to get rid of it? What are you hoping to get in place of it? Because a lot of it is gold and copper.
I'm looking basically, probably melt value versus I don't know the actual appraisal historical like antique value. So
The art objects seem to be worth 25 gold pieces here, 75 gold pieces there, 3 altogether. So we'll say 25, 50, 75. There's like 1,000 copper, but it's copper, and then there's about I'd say 65 gold if you want to write this down because I'm basing it on something, but I am making it up.
1,000 copper is still 10 gold.
Yeah. If you
Can I
want to
throw a
move
roll
these
at the
things,
card? Like anything I could think of, like religion, history, and arcana are all the
Sure.
same to me.
okay, so
Ever so perfectly.
especially if you look
they're
at the
all-
artwork, and you guys have a chance at the inn in your own areas where you can do a little bit of work on this. A 10 just gives you the same thing. Evil dragons were definitely the theme, but that's all you get.
I try to look into the fire again as if I can divine anything, be frustrated and out it, and just shuffle on stuff.
The fire is a little bigger than usual, more than a little bigger than usual. You have to focus to keep it down. You're surprised at how powerful it is.
Can I put it out?
Yeah.
It just take more effort to put out.
It wasn't. It
weird.
wasn't like you got to the point where usually you don't have to think about it. You went to put it out, and some of it still, and then you were able to put it out.
I had to actually flex a little. That was weird.
So you know how sometimes you think about breathing, and then you have to think about breathing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that. As we take a deep breath and continue.
I
We got
guess
a
first
fair
of all
amount
we
of food here.
should find out if the party's okay with fencing this, or does anyone want to keep any of this stuff?
Nope, I'm cool with it.
I mean, the coin we can keep.
Yeah.
That's effectively what we'd be fencing for, anyways.
Right? Yeah, no, the art objects and such.
We did the adventuring thing. We did a fight and got stuff. And the guards didn't arrest us.
Took out some of the cult members. Let them know that there was cult in the city during the. It made sense during this big festival that they'd be around. Yeah, it's a horrible thing, but we'll take care of it, kind of stuff, and that all flushed out. All right,
Still
so
amused by being the 2 flaming thumbs up of like Hades from Hercules.
altogether, that's about 400 gold between the 4 of you that could have happened, unless you want to get something, unless you want to purchase something with
Fuck
that money.
yeah.
So you can add those to your character sheets if you fence all that. And by the time, I mean, what's everybody else doing throughout the day? If there's there's a good 4 hours between this combat and the moment I'm heading towards.
I imagine if when Zipper heads off to fence the stuff, just as possible backup, I'd be another watching out for him or
You're
her,
welcome to.
possibly rat my way in again just to give her some backup in case
You
the deal goes
basically
bad.
just take it right back to the market and fence it. She already made a couple contacts the day before. Because it's been expedited and you've only been in town for a couple of days, the trustworthiness of the contacts, we're not going to worry about that right now. Like it's not like we have a lifelong commitment here. But when it's over, you guys are 100 gold piece richer each and sitting in the tavern,
Nice.
and it's late. It's like 11ish, but it's still right out.
I would like to go see this magical
Yeah,
book everybody's using.
I do share with the party that the bits of the subplot that I picked up that they weren't privy to really. So not for nothing, but apparently we were the distraction. I probably played a little bit. That we something else went down while we were robbing the cult. But the positive side is we don't have to pay the 25% cut to our friend who helped us anyway. So,
I was
Very
going to
true.
question that, but I forgot. If we got the entire share, that was not what the deal was.
we helped something else go down, so that could come back to bite us in the ass eventually.
Yeah,
We're not
that's
gonna-
concerning. I mean, I was eyeing up the one dude pretty, like, he seemed like a genuine cleric of Torm. Like, he didn't seem like a bad, like, I was going to blow up the cart, but I don't want to hurt him.
Yeah.
Nearby, a woman stands up. She's in armor and takes a good look at your group, and then begins to leave. She heads out towards the back or the rear of the tavern.
Is it the same woman from the docks?
It looks like her, but it's not her.
Insight check that walk.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not familiar with the woman at all. That'd be a bit of a stretch for me.
You can make an insight check.
Oh, wait, that pulled the whole character sheet. Yeah. Is
She's not a Hell Rider.
that my third one?
You've
That's
been
a dirty
you've been
4.
you've been wanting.
Oh, the one wasn't actually a one. I had a -1 to make a dirty one.
She's definitely not a Hell Rider.
Eh,
But she's full. First time you've seen anyone in full armor who's not a Hell Rider.
even in this inn of pseudo adventurers. Oh
Mhm.
shit!
So who is she?
The lady of ladiness.
You can make
Potential
a
stabbies.
perception check or an insight check if you want. We'll stick with
Yeah.
Chip. We'll pretend Holt's not paying attention. Oh, come on. Natural 20, that's a
-1.
19.
Plus
Alright.
4. Thor.
You notice a few things. One, she got up in response to what you guys were talking about. Two, nobody else seems to pay attention to her. You think nobody else even sees her. And
Really?
three, she glances a look directly in your direction as she walks out of the tavern. Natural 20.
With a -1.
Mm-hmm.
So if nobody else sees her but us, is she casting like an illusion spell? Do I do like an Arcana check for that?
You can definitely do an Arcana check.
Ah. Oh yeah.
That's pretty good. There's only a few things you can think of that make that happen. One, she's not real, and 3 of you are looking at an illusion. 2, she is real, but she's convinced everyone else she's not here, and then you guys showed up later, so you're not under the effects of the spell. Or 3, you're going crazy.
Yeah, I'm thinking 3. Okay. Um, I ask her, "What's the deal with the illusion you got going on?"
Oh, she walked out the door,
Didn't she
out the
leave?
rear of the
Oh, she
tavern.
left.
Yeah.
Oh, whoops.
She's heading out, like she's outside.
I follow her.
Appreciate it.
I will follow as well.
Wait, what about all of our stuff?
We sold it all.
Yeah, you guys
Oh,
look.
I
You
thought we
guys
had
turned
like
it
a
out.
table of loot, and I'm like, oh
No,
shit.
you guys.
We had fenced it.
Yeah,
Alright.
it's become a 100 gold piece each on each person.
Ah,
Plot
stopped
must
dr-
advance. Let's go.
I stopped drilling over my gold. Get the pouches and be like, ah,
I
shit, we're
stopped
leaving.
drooling over my gold. I love it.
Light
So
up
at
a
this
little.
point, did anyone not read what I wrote yesterday and threw up on Teams or Facebook?
I am caught up. Good to go.
Did anyone not read it?
I read it. I don't remember a lot of it, but I read it.
I remember there's a character we haven't met yet.
Yes.
I'm assuming that text is happening now.
Shall
so
shall
she-
I or
Yeah.
should we? Yeah.
So she sprouts wings, flies away.
Mhm.
Everything's starting to crackle around us. Kill as many demons, you will be rewarded. That kind of thing.
That's happening. Yes. Anybody need me to review that? Because I noticed that. How late do you have till, Rob? Because I'm pretty sure the other 3 of us are fine.
Good for a while. So
Oh, good.
Oh, sweet. I can pretend to burn a demon.
Well, the strange part of the street are
I've made that mistake before.
Like, this is more fire than I'm familiar with. Like, I like fire, but this is a bit much.
you hear the female's voice, scratchy and cruel, with undertones that barks out, "Your companion will betray you. You'll all burn!" As you react to her message, she leaps into the sky. Now she's puts out her red bird-like wings, begins to fly off, and as you look up, you hear a clang on the ground. And as you both look down, as the 4 of you look down at the weapon, she flies off, and there's crackling energy going on between the hilt and the blade of the weapon.
Fire crackling.
Sparkle, sparkle.
Which I believe I can add to the party sheet now, if anybody wants to.
I mean,
Oh,
I'm
the
not
rest
really
of-
a weapon guy, but I like fire.
The rest of, please ignore the rest of the party sheet. That's your other characters.
Okay.
But a refined sword probably jumped into the party sheet.
Oh, that doesn't intrigue me then. That's a
Yeah.
bolter zipper thing.
Yeah.
I was excited at the thought of it being fiery, but then it isn't. I'm like, oh, it's a stabby thing.
Whoever looks up will feel the wind from her wings as she flies off and up. And the
I
sword's
make
on
sure
the
to keep my
ground.
head down. I don't want to mess with her.
And the sword's on the ground. As the orange lightning arc sparks around the sword, it actually starts to crack the street that it's on. Or something is starting to crack the street anyways. And that's when there's a large it echoes from this point throughout the entire city. There's 2 more consecutive bursts of sound after that. The second one seems to come from the other side of the city, and the third comes from High Hall itself, the center of the city. After that, things get worse. Above you starts to go dark.
Travel.
The companion,
Companion.
now that
Finally, sunset.
the companion that's been floating over Elturel for the last 50 years is starting to go black or dark as the inside of it turns pitch black, and then it starts to infect the rest of it. In addition to that, you start to see orange lightning sparks around the companion that are similar to the ones that were on the sword. And that's what I need everyone to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no. Constitution.
yeah, 20.
I'm dead. Oh, and let me do Holt as well.
Chip, there is a sudden G-force push, and you're kind of an elementalist, so you understand this. It's almost like you're at the flashpoint of a concussion explosion. of some kind,
Okay.
and you fall. Your character falls unconscious for a minute.
Okay.
Ember, you also feel the explosion, but you're used to explosions. So you roll with it a bit, but then you feel the normal heat wave from an explosion. However, you still don't actually see one, at least not directly in front of you. As you look out towards the edge of the city, the western side that you guys came in on, you're noticing that there seems to be a mountain that wasn't there before. Now, when I say mountain, you got to take another close look, and then it looks like a sheer cliffside. It's jagged edged, but it's not like rolling up and rolling down. It's just a sheer cliffside, and that's what I'm going to need
A
an
mountain?
Arcana check or uh, investigation wouldn't be possible. It would be an Arcana check or straight intelligence as you look at this phenomenon.
Phenomena.
Phenomenon. As you look up to the top, you catch the glimpse. So here's what happens with a 10. That isn't you've made it easy. 5 is very easy. 10 is easy. 15 is moderate. So with 5, I'm going to give you enough information to conclude it yourself, but I'm not going to tell you what it means because this is a 10. You get to the top of the cliffside and you see the a little bit of the gate from the entrance into Elturel, and like some grass or foliage you can still see. It's about 200 feet above you is the gate to the entrance of Elturel. Um, Rob's the natural 20. We'll get there. Like it. Holt notices that High Hall takes a hit. A large uh, meteor, rock, stone right into the side of High Hall, and there's
Damn.
2 more heading right for it. These now celestial objects to Holt look like they're coming from the sky, but he's also able to see that they're actually just parts or chips from this new mountain or surrounding area. But he's looking west, and Ember's looking east, and they're both seeing these rock faces that weren't there moments ago. Okay, natural 20. In the last 6 seconds, you have been put into the center of not the center. The High Hall is in the center of a crater. The reason you're in the center of a crater is because the land that you're on is currently 200 feet below normal land level. The city is sinking.
Yeah,
You're in the
I'm aware.
center of a hole, and the entire city is going down. The thing causing this are these large metal chains that have connected in the positions in which you heard concussive blasts. And these metal chains are made out of, they're huge metal, like just the beginning of a chain, you're seeing a metal hook onto some kind of a piece that's stuck into the land that's pulling it, and this gravity is pulling down, but you guys are going with it. You're not like flying up as it goes down. Like the worst elevator ride. In the next few moments to come, you can make an Arcana check because you rolled a natural 20 on the Constitution saving throw.
So awesome.
But you're not there. Do you want me to make it for you?
Hold on, I'm coming.
Okay. You have advantage on the Arcana check because you have 3 pieces of evidence around you, the other party members.
That close out a bunch of these maps.
You can feel 15 is enough to feel a shift from one. Are you proficient in Arcana?
No.
Okay, you can feel the air in the area becomes very strange. Now, between you and me, your character's feeling a change from one reality to the other. You're feeling the plane shift, but your character doesn't recognize it as a plane shift because your Arcana's too low. So you can describe it as a plane shift later. But you're just feeling that even the air itself has suddenly changed as you push through this veil that you could. It's like you broke the surface of the water, but there wasn't water underneath. It's very strange to your character because he's never heard of it before. She's never heard of it before due to the lack of proficiency in Arcana. But you can feel you go through this, and then you realize so does everyone else. Not the 3 people around you, not just, the whole city has just descended. The other thing that catches Zipper's attention, and then and I'm going backwards on the Constitution saving throws. It catches Zipper's attention. Holt, Ember, and then finally Chip. You snap out of it. You are prone, but you're looking straight up, and we'll see this image through Chip's eyes because of his fun position that he's in. It looks like the black orb over Elturel, which was the companion a moment ago, is actually what's pushing Elturel into Avernus.
Like, is it actually like physically connected to it, or is it like a force field like pushing it down?
There is an unseen force that has always connected the champion to Elturel. It floated above it and gave it sunlight. That same unseen force is now going in the other direction.
Oh.
As these large chains begin to assist as it's being pushed through this surface layer that you can't see. As you look, for a moment there, you can see those areas where you could see the Elturel city gate and in the land there for a moment, but in the blink of an eye, it's gone as you felt this surface crack difference. And then you can see just about every picture you've seen of Avernus since, which here comes one of my favorite ones.
Ooh.
Oh, that looks familiar.
And
There-
it looks rather topical.
The Earth node you see in the center of the picture is Elturel. The city is on top of it. It's currently descending rapidly into this area. Soon, the center of it will crack and making it difficult to travel from one side of the city to the other if you're on the Earth node. The companion above has gone almost dark, and only some of the celestial energy is still pouring off of the sides. But the camera is showing somebody on Avernus looking over the river Styx towards Elturel, and at this angle you can see the large chains that are currently dragging Elturel down into the river Styx and to the first layer of hell.
So it's a combination of the chains pulling and the companion pushing.
The companion was a concussive blast, and now it's just momentum. The chains are doing the work now.
Okay.
That all changed over the course of 60 seconds.
So I say my final prayers because obviously we're all gonna die.
Anyone who's proficient in Arcana can make an Arcana check. The difficulty won't be hard to find out what plane of existence you just passed into. It's gonna get pretty obvious.
Haven't I possibly been here before?
No,
Okay.
fire genasies are
Um,
from the elemental plane of fire.
No,
not-
I meant sold my soul to somebody thing.
That doesn't mean you were here when you did it.
Ah, okay.
You sold your soul to somebody?
I just rolled random in the notes, man. I didn't. It could be just story. It could be real. That's up to you.
With my nat 20 on my Constitution saving throw, is it safe to say I've kept my wits through all this?
Yes, and unfortunately, though, many around you have not.
I have lost my mind. Yep.
As this happen, as all this happens, I grab the short sword off the ground.
Okay.
Seems like it might be important.
I mean, yeah, but we were initially excited. I'm like, hey, fire thing, but it was a sword, so yeah, that'd be either you or Holt. I don't think me
Oh,
and the
well,
sorcerer
lose
give a
it.
fuck about swords. Yeah,
That's-
especially when, Devil Chick said, hey, go kill demons, and then she gave us a thing that might need to be the finishing blow. I don't know, maybe it needs to drink blood.
So to close out this cutscene, Zipper, you go down and you pick up the sword, look up, and see this happening. In addition to the stuff I've already mentioned, as you look at things closer, you're seeing like businesses and shops just getting hit with rocks from debris falling from what was originally the material plane falling in on itself, and now there's just more of this material stuff in Avernus that's falling onto Elturel because some stuff loosened but is still falling. And if you look out at the Avernus skyscraper, that's just everywhere. It's a red backdrop, and it goes on forever. There's different tones and shades of red, and the ones currently around, because of the blackness coming from the companion, seems a little darker than everywhere else.
I now have active camouflage.
Yes, you do. On the streets around you, though, you're seeing not only the buildings getting hit, but people are getting hit too. Some of them are dying outright. Others are just very wounded. There's different tones of screams. In any direction you look in, there's a new scream that isn't the same. Yeah.
Ground breaking underneath them, ground breaking on top of them.
Their own buildings falling down on top of them. Some of them dying, some of them not. But the most disturbing thing you've seen is one person grabbed his own wife as a shield, and it didn't work. They both
Damn.
got crushed.
I was about to say, did it work?
It didn't work. They both got crushed. Her body lies dead, but his body begins to mutate, change, and form into this puddle of a thing that begins to take like an arm and leg piece, and then its head kind of comes up. And those are called lemurs. And
Can I throw fire at it?
you can certainly try. It's not heading right towards you at the moment, but it's very disturbing to watch as some people die outright and others start changing into corrupted versions of whatever they are as hell begins to affect those that belong here.
Imagine as I see this first like fucked up weird thing birthing around me, I'm just like, kill it with fire.
And at that point,
Natural reaction.
at that point, you all hear a new voice go, "All right, let's do this."
Uh-oh. Just had to pew pew.
Oh, did you not see that?
Zipper, that came from lawful vengeance. Zipper picked up the sword.
Is it audible for all of us?
Yes, you all heard it.
Oh. Right, so I heard a voice from The Hobbit that was totally not The Hobbit.
Well, things are so. I mean,
Yeah,
it's been
chaotic,
a
I'm
long
sure.
minute and a half.
Yeah.
You're not sure. You're
Okay.
not sure yet that it's the sentient weapon. I mean, one layer at a time.
Yeah, but it's been a minute and a
Fair
half. We're
point.
obviously totally used to this. by now.
Everything's exploding. I'm throwing fire at an ooze.
And
You
the
you
first
can
time
go and
since-
attack that if you want. Yep, sir, go ahead.
For the first time since you've met Zipper, she's speechless.
I'm screaming, throwing fire at a weird thing. And it's safe to say that after the combat, we had a short rest, and I get one of my wild shapes back.
Yeah, you guys can short rest in the 4 hours that you were planning on. Yeah. Chip,
Yes.
one of the things you notice on the street as you look up the street, you see 2 empty suits of Hellrider armor. Whatever
Empty
hell-
suits?
Yep.
Do they look bloody at all?
Nope. They don't look damaged at all. It looks like someone just placed them there.
I can't put it on. But
That's a bad idea.
Weird. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
They're if you investigate them without a roll, you can tell that they're still strapped together as if someone did don them, but whoever donned them must have turned into a gaseous form and just missed it out of them somehow.
can I poke it with a stick?
Sure can. Clang clang.
I'm throwing fire at a person that turned into an oozy, drosy thing. Yeah.
Oh, you're launching a fire at a limmer? Where's my...
Yeah, the gross thing that grew out of a sad guy.
Okay.
I was like, yeah.
I got you. Make an attack roll.
Yeah, I
He's
know
on
what
the
you mean.
combat checker. Just roll.
I mean, I did throw a 12 before. I mean,
Oh, 12? Yeah, you hit it.
I'm certainly
Roll-
going to proceed.
Roll damage.
Like I intend to throw constantly. Oh yeah, I can throw it at the combat. That's not the combat track. That's the party sheet. I do not see it on the combat tracker.
He's not on the combat tracker. Just throw damage.
Oh, okay.
And this is the moment that you learn that these creatures are immune to fire.
Fuck!
Do I see all this happening? Is
Oh,
it
yeah.
nearby me?
You watch the fire druid throw fire while in Avernus at a devil, and it just absorbs it. Yeah. You see.
Ah! But chuck a spear at it. I got 2 of them.
19. Roll damage.
Oh shit! They're actually.
Being cocky after not being burned by the fire, it goes to catch the spear. Blah, 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 blah.
the hell? Oh, that's how I'm doing it. I have no modifiers. That's why. Yeah, 1.
You hit it. It took a point of damage. There's a spear in it. It can't seem to figure out how to pull it out because it's still getting used to its new arms.
Can
I hold my other spear, debating what to do.
Okay,
can I try shooting at it?
sure. This was a man like 4 seconds ago, by the way.
Critical
Ray
hit.
Ray of Frost.
Yeah.
You notice that you're even though you hit it dead bang, some of the cold just kind of absorbs the rest of it takes. They have resistance to cold. Oh, you don't care. You go right through. You cut right through that because your character cuts right through that. Yeah, it takes the full brunt of it, and
Ah.
it's
and
only
gets
been
this-
it's only been a limmer for like 4 seconds, so it doesn't know what's going on either. So
Well, now
he's
it's a
not
slower
surprised.
limiter too.
yeah, he wasn't heading
I-
towards you guys anyways. Now he's trying to slither away as its legs haven't even formed yet.
I talked to my
Fire
sword.
and
So
resistance.
what do we do now?
Gross thing. Hit it.
How far
I'm
away
not
is
talking
that?
to you. I was talking to my sword.
What?
Oh.
Welcome to
What was that?
Avernus. You guys hear it out loud. Welcome to Avernus, the first layer of the 9 hells. Elturel's fate is sealed. Demons need to be stopped. Let's find some.
Is that thing a demon?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Sorry,
How
we
far
were
away is it?
panicking.
And is it leaving with my spear?
Yes. In it.
If it's not
I
terribly
did-
far
I
away, I
really
try
wanna
to
fight that thing anyways,
cartoonishly
but-
grab my spear out of it. Unless it's like really far away, then fuck it.
It's trying to get really far away, but someone slowed its movement. You can catch up to it.
I
don't know
just
if you want
awkwardly
to.
run up and try to yank out my spear and leave.
Sure. Make an athletics check. It
Cool.
really can't oppose you. I can try. Here it goes.
+0.
DC 10, 15. You have a spear.
Cool.
You're s- it,
I'll keep
Make a
both my
dexterity
spears.
saving throw.
I'm not good at that. I'm
That's a
5.
5. Oh dear.
I am bird.
Yeah, I'm Charlie Chaplin over here.
So, what happens is, as you pull the spear, you do a little bit of damage to it, and the hole spews out this black pus ichor.
Which I
That-
do not dodge.
Pushes out of it. Yeah, you don't get out of the way of the ichor, and some of this this creature's blood maybe just onto you. Would you please roll on this chart and have fun? Because it's a game. We're having
What
fun.
the fuck?
Just roll.
The title of it is weird.
just don't worry if it's what could go wrong. Let me clear the cat chat. That's gonna be great.
I
Is this
grabbed
how
the
Zhao
roll and
turned
it
blue?
did 3d10.
Sorry.
Is that weird?
Is this how Zhao turned blue?
This is how Zhao turned blue. Yeah. Ember has gotten demon ichor, or ichor, just demon and devil ichor. The blood
Should it
of
be
the.
weird that when I grabbed the roll, it gave me 3d10?
I think you just have to tap it. Just double click the word roll.
Yeah, it's 3d10.
Huh.
I'm a fucking tiefling. I'm just missing the horns now.
You're a little more of a tiefling than you were a moment ago. This is true.
Much fire genasi and hell. It's gonna get confusing.
I'm already confused.
Imagine as this like kind of splats me, and I sadly have my spear just between Pertuse flame, control flame, trying
Okay.
to burn the goop
I-
off me, and
I know
come be
this guy's
surprised
not a
I grew
demon.
a fucking tail.
But I think we're gonna have to kill him anyways.
And I have a hiccup in lore right now, but I've already written a way around it, so we're good.
As I see this happen, I will walk up and stabby.
You can roll
It-
your attack. What's your passive perception?
Passive perception would be 16.
Oh, you notice it. As you go to attack it, you realize there's something else on it too. It just came around the other side. So it's like, and it is a small creature that looks like this. And it was biting away at the other side of it, and now it's taking some damage from the spear that just got into it. You can switch your attack to either one.
What's the one that hurt Ember? Do I know?
The one that hurt Ember. Ember, did you take damage?
No,
I just got sprayed with something.
I got
Oh,
gooped on.
It got gooped on by both of them. You're without an Arcana check, you're not sure what did what. They're both bleeding at this point, or spewing whatever plasma they use.
Well, I'm assuming this guy looks evil. This cackler guy looks eviler.
That's up to you. They
Well,
were
my
definitely
initial-
fighting each other.
My initial thought was the lemur, because that was what I saw initially, so we'll just stick with that, because I don't have enough information to change my mind.
Okay.
A 14 hit?
Yeah.
And Ember is still adjacent?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good point. There's a really good chance you're going to finish this Lemire off.
Oops, I didn't give me the right extra 6. So 8 and
Yeah, you're done there.
9.
Hmm.
Splat.
I'm amused that a whip-like tail says I can use it as a whip.
Can we move on now?
What was that?
Zippers are saying, okay, I killed it. Can we move on now? What the fuck is this thing? Jesus Christ.
At this point, we should probably roll initiative because this street is filling in fast.
Jeez. I didn't roll it on the chat. 1 second. There we go.
I'm quite ready this time.
All right, that's enough of all this. We have to clear this stuff out for a minute. I'm probably going to be a second.
Okay.
I didn't realize we were going to jump right into it like this. Rob, do you know how to give yourself that towel on Fantasy Grounds? It's okay if you don't. We'll
mean
do it
Sean?
later. Oh yeah, Sean. Right. See, I'm multitasking. I hate it when that happens.
I mean, I wrote something in the notes section. Do I just add a whip to my actions?
Yeah, pretty much. Come here, you. That one will do. Nah, I can do better.
Yeah, I probably had about an hour left before I turn into a pumpkin.
Okay. Alright, and... Come on, thank you. And you're... here. You guys are... here.
I'm using the whip of the whip. I have a 10-foot threat range
Yes.
Dude, whips
with
are
no
awesome.
modifiers to the damage.
And you're automatically proficient with it. Just, I'm definitely given that in case that was a question. I don't think your character would be proficient with whip. You are, because it's your tail. Comes with the package.
I just grew the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, whips initially are not on the druid list.
It wasn't Ember adjacent to me.
Wasn't Ember
But
adjacent? Thank you.
I think it still gave me proficiency because it gives me +2 and I have no melee modifiers. I have a -1 if it's dex.
Both Dex and Strength. Oh, that's too bad. Oh well.
Nah, strength is 10, so
It's
still
well, it's a
tough.
pretty tell.
Yeah, it's a flat roll. I can do a damage.
Okay, so the scene
So
is
weird.
played out as such. You guys did take out that one Lemure, but it already gathered the attention of a couple demons that were trying to eat it or stop it, and this all started to play out. There are a couple more Lemures on the south heading towards you guys. There's some kind of a creature on the roof nearby, and these two little demons here were trying to eat that Lemure, but you beat them to it. And this little encounter is about to play out. It's already obvious that these creatures are against each other, and you just happen to be in the way.
Would I have any concept of the difference between a devil and a demon?
I hope so. Make an Arcana check or a religion check or any check.
They're both the same for me.
Hmm. Yes. In a heartbeat, your character knows the difference between a devil and a demon and what they are. Basically, you can tell just by looking at their lawful nature or their chaotic nature, just in their movements, which one's a devil and which one's a demon. You're gonna have a problem with Yugoloths because you didn't mention that, so the neutral evil ones you don't got. But the difference between lawful evil and chaotic evil is gonna be pretty obvious to you. Whatever sprayed on you was chaotic evil. It was a demon. And it was attacking that lawful evil creature that you tried to pull your spear out of. When you got the demon ichor on you, you transformed a little bit. There's more demons here, and there's devils over there, and you guys are in the middle. What would you like to do?
Oh, well, yeah, I did.
It is
roll
your turn.
high. Yeah, I rolled high. Like so, and I don't know if we don't have a name for the sword. So does your sword only want to kill demons? It's not all of these are demons. Wait, what the fuck? What the hell is a mod demon?
That is a mod demon.
Because I know there was a pink goopy thing, and then this crazy little cackler bastard.
Isn't he fun? Look at him.
Oh yeah, tell
It's like a midget Zorn.
It looks like a midget Zorn.
Am I worried about this cackler thing?
That's completely up to you. I mean, he's right there. He's taking a little bit of damage. He sprayed on you a bit, gave you a tail. I don't know if that's something you're happy about, or
Is he a demon or a devil?
he's a demon.
Ah, been stabbed. Which, it's weird that I want to stab him in a way. It's weird. I have to make a ranged all the time. How do I do a cone? Fire is not good. I can't do fire anymore.
Why not?
I can't burn things anymore.
Why not? It's a demon.
it's the devil that resisted your fire.
Oh.
I mean,
I'm thinking like what spells would even that will.
Too much Catholicism brainwashing devils equal demons.
yes, that is something D&D taught us how to ignore. Yes.
I don't know how to work around for thunder waves. So just for the hell of it, I'm gonna use my new tail. Cause fuck it.
Why not? That makes sense to me. It says in Abyssal, bring it! And then it pretends to duck under your tail, but it wasn't even close.
I say obscenities back in Abyssal.
Okay.
I think I know Abyssal. You gave me a bunch of weird languages. Yeah, I know Abyssal.
Your character was all over the place. Ember, can I do anything else for you?
No, it's an action for me to do other stuff.
Holt, what on earth... I'm sorry, what on Avernus are you going to do with this situation?
We're not on Toril anymore, buddies.
We are not on Toril anymore.
Okay, so yeah, he's gonna use his last spell slot because he didn't get it back on short rest to do a little hunter's mark on. Yeah, that Maw demon just. Uh, yeah,
That's
I'm
not
gonna
that's not okay. Yeah.
Scariest looking thing.
go. Yeah, so I'm gonna do the hunter's mark on. I put it on myself, right? And
Yes.
then I do a longbow attack onto this guy.
Phew. Nope.
And that's all I got. And I can't really move too far or anywhere because there's enemies all around, so I'm staying put. And thus ends my turn.
Hey, zippers. Things got out of control fast. And this is
They
just in this
did.
area.
Yeah, this city's fucked.
Dude,
Yeah, I can
Inverness is
turn
so
into a
cool.
Well, this cackler is
Legendary.
next to my buddy Ember, so we're gonna
Yes,
take a
please.
swing at him.
Yes.
I mean, hell, if we want to Diablo this, I can turn into a cow.
Damn it! He's to the left. No. I was gonna play it a little differently than that, but
Bonus action disengage
where are you going?
away from the pointy thing.
We're going back, right?
Sure. Back
Okay.
Sword.
home to the surface? Absolutely.
Oh. This guy takes flight. He is about 20 feet off the ground, or at least off the street level. Who knows where the ground is in this infernal place?
I mean, I imagine everything's got fucked up angles. Safe to say I've got like enough with that crazy roll that I know devil demon, and that's not a target.
Why does everything have to be spiky?
It's called a spine devil.
He snaps he snaps his tail, and these spikes come off of his tail and head right for that maw demon, but he misses. He's just flying overhead right now. He's right here, but he's about 20 feet off the ground. Chip, it's your turn.
Enemies of enemies. Nice.
Chip will also attack the Maw demon. One second. No, I don't want to do that.
You're like, oh,
Yeah.
my tail doesn't do that.
Little ray of frost. It's a
Hit.
hit. With that comes this and a little bit of this.
Did I forget to turn that on? Is it not even there? Why isn't it there? Okay. That's not cool.
And oh, the
I'm on it.
resistance you're talking about, right? Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
What was your target again? Wait.
My target was the Maw demon.
Maw demon?
Mm-hmm.
Try this again. Yeah, roll damage on him again for me, please.
You got it.
I want to see if that works. Well, that didn't work. Do it again.
Can I try something?
Sure.
Doot, doot.
It didn't work. Had the same problem. Actually, one more time.
Love level 2's casting 50 times.
Nope. Alright, we'll worry about that later. That might be the wrong
Yep.
code. Apparently ignore resist isn't a thing. But that's fine. because that adds up anyways, so we're good.
Cool.
But your resistance, you do go right through it. This might just be a note. You get his attention too. Like that wasn't supposed to hurt that much.
Oh no! Oh crap!
Actually, it just gurgles. That one can't speak. Oh, these guys are coming. Here we go. This person here slithers out of her clothes. Just kind of comes this way.
Yeah, that's
Gets
not
up
hot.
close. This one does this guy does the same thing. That's not great. And then we have this woman running out of the house over here, going ah!
Hey, it's
And
still a woman.
That's all we get from her. She's still alive. Ember, are you right there?
Yeah. I think I'm the dude that accidentally stabbed him.
It spits fire at you. It's still hit.
Ow.
Take that. Take some fire damage.
It
So-
became 0.
This is the moment that it learned that you're immune to fire. This guy's gonna try to bite Holt for not being here.
Would you say that was 10 feet away from me?
Yeah,
Can I whip it?
yeah. You can use your reaction to attack it with your tail.
When the demon comes along, you must whip it.
God, that was painful. It's a hit
Ah, I did it, damn
with
it.
your new tail.
I did a damage.
Whip it mediocre.
That happened already.
No, I just need the sentinel feed to get weirder.
Ember, you are up.
Thinking, so Cackler is on the demon side, right?
Cackler is a demon, yes.
Well, then I'll stab him with the spear I just took out of the thing that now walked away. Stabby. I won't take my +2 to hit. Ah. Ah, fuck. I was supposed to. Damn it. I was supposed to use my action to summon a thingy. God damn it. Fuck.
Did you want to take it back?
Kinda.
Yeah.
I forgot. I keep forgetting it's not. That summoning this thing is an action, not a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm cool with a bit of retconning here in one shot land. That's fine.
Okay, I didn't stab. I summoned a fire spirit.
Of course you did.
That. Anything else I'm supposed to put? Fire spirit.
Here, have a fire spirit. Can you move that?
Sweetness.
Awesome. I don't know what it is.
Action, spin the thingy, spirit of pays unoccupied space, 30 feet. Each creature within 10 feet. Yeah, and that's not include me when that. Because that would, yeah, that doesn't say within choice. So, yeah, I'll summon it there. And then this thing will need to pass a DC, probably something mediocre. My spell DC, which I think is 15. The hell is it? Yeah, my spell DC is 13. So, dex save on the Cackler for fire. Oh, I can actually roll that on him.
Yeah.
That's in the Wildspire.
Because I really am working behind the scenes at the same time. Sorry, I just caught up. Made it save and throw.
He passed. I don't believe that takes any damage then.
Anything else?
Nope, it just summon fire. Oh, wait, that took the action, so I do have my bonus action to tell it to do a thing.
I thought your bonus action was to bring it out.
No,
Is
that
that
was
not a
my
thing?
problem. It takes
Oh.
my action to bring it out, which is why we undid my spear attack.
Gotcha.
Yeah, bonus action. Doesn't do a thing. Range spell attack. Target, and hey, it's fire damage. Let's see what that does.
What'd you tell it to do?
To do its flame seed,
Copy that.
the ranged weapon attack.
Did I throw this guy down here? I did. He's right here. Here he is. Let's,
Takes
Remember?
my spell attack modifier. So it would be a +5, but sadly I don't see.
I made him, and I put him in the combat tracker, and he's red. You gotta go green. And he needs an an AC very similar to yours. There we go.
That's not what that is. Does this have any pluses? Hell, it doesn't even have a dice. Eh.
Can you access this thing? Hang on. Here it comes. You might not have access to it. Here I am thinking you've got access to it the whole time.
Aha.
No! I mean, yay!
Shouldn't that be
I forgot
+5?
whose side it was on.
Yeah, whatever. Burn, maybe.
Oh boy. Anything else?
No, that's action and bonus.
Okay. Go get him, Holt. Mike, you're not muted, are you?
No, I'm here. Sorry, did I miss my turn?
Oh, are you playing Holt?
Yeah.
Yes, it's your turn. Well, it's Holt's
Okay.
turn.
Why is that mod demon so close? I'm gonna try longsword. Hit. And this should automatically apply the extra 1d6. Yep. For 4 damage, alright. And
Why did it expire? Oh well. Worry about it later.
Because Hunter's Mark only happens once per turn, I believe.
Yep.
Right?
Oh, I'll
Mhm.
fix that. You gotta put it back every turn? Unless you
Pretty
rewrite it so
much.
it doesn't happen?
well, the thing is, like, it's actually a spell slot. It's
Well, we're talking about the effect. The effect is coming off your token every turn because Fantasy Grounds doesn't want you to have to worry about accidentally applying it to a second attack. But for us,
Oh.
that's more work because then you got to put it back every turn. If you remember to do that, that's fine. Personally, I like to turn it on and off on the combat tracker as opposed to letting it come off and putting it back on every turn. But it's just a preference thing.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm wrong. Reading this, it doesn't say once per round. It says whenever you hit it with a weapon attack.
I don't know why it came off.
so yeah. This just requires that I maintain concentration.
Mhm.
So I got to do a concentration saving throw to make it hit. But I can
Nope.
bounce it around to target. So
I think once you put it on somebody, you have to kill that one before you can put it on somebody else.
Yep.
But I'm just going to put it back on because I don't know why it came off.
and that ends his turn.
It was set to next roll. Yep. Okay, I changed it. It was programmed so that you take it on and off every turn because technically that's right. And if you're going to charge people for it, you got to get it technical. But then I adjusted for what I really want because that's not useful to me. Zipper, what would you like to do?
1, 2, 3. Stabby, stabby, Mr. Maw Demon.
Yes. Yes.
Calm down.
Yes.
I'm not
Come
gonna
on!
push that. Disengage.
I'm assuming there's a valuable RP that you wanted.
I believe in you. You can do this. But you gotta do this.
Maybe if he helps a little bit more, it'd be easier.
Don't get close to me. I'm going to explode.
That's not how this deal works.
Can't make a deal. Just pick up the fucking sword.
Meanwhile, hey!
Hi.
Why are you here? Like, if Chip looks down, you might see an imp talking to him.
Oh. What the hell?
Why are you here?
We kind of got dragged here.
And she's
You
just
can-
walked. So you don't seem to really be a part of this. I don't want to see you get hurt.
Well, that's very kind of you. How can we not get hurt here? What the?
Yeah, what the fucking dude?
I can help.
Reminds me of Ramo.
I can help. If we take cover and talk, I'm sure there's a deal that we can talk about. Get you something to protect yourselves. You guys don't seem to be really connected to all of this. Have you taken the oath? What's going on?
I have not taken the oath, and
Then why are you here? And this goes on for the rest of her turn. Meanwhile, the Spine Devil is going to shoot at the Crackler because he hates demons. They suck. Pew.
fucking picture.
Excuse me. I need a helper.
Hey, Chip.
All right, Ma demon, you're gonna die. This time I'm gonna use frostbite. Sweet.
Failed his saving throw.
So let's do this.
And then that's another 3 points. Wait a minute, let me try something here. Oh, really? It's like every time? It didn't work. I was like, let me just put the 3 points back on it. Now it's 1. I'll have to do the math no matter
That's
what.
6.
Yeah. It's still 2 more points are supposed to happen there, so bring that to a 15. Okay.
Oh, spoilers. He only has 15 health left.
What are we doing? Can't speak. So this guy's... And she's like, yeah, go attack that thing. And it does. It just curries over here quick. And it balls up what might look like a fist and kind of slaps the Maw Demon with it. Or the ground around the Maw Demon. And that's the end of that. Meanwhile... What the fuck is she gonna do? You
If
guys
you're
see?
part of the death cult. None of them, I imagine, would have taken the book oath, right?
I mean,
The
if
de-
everyone's kind of forced to when they learn how to read, and then they decide to join the cult when they're older.
Mm.
Yeah, this here damsel in distress, if you will, is going to run towards the party, and kind of just be close to these powerful mortals that may or may not be able to save her. Meanwhile,
I'm disinclined.
Is that Asmodeus? What am I looking at?
It is indeed.
Asmodeus.
Asmodeus.
I
Nice.
brought
Hey.
helper.
Hey Amber, you just got bit by a crackler. Have some piercing damage, and it's still
Ouch.
attached.
Ow!
It's alright. I got cure wounds for you after this.
Meanwhile,
So do
this
I.
Maw guy is gonna bite this thing.
Oh, it's gonna spew
That
ichor all
is
over everything.
definite hit. Yeah, it's gonna. Cool. Gonna throw a bunch of damage on that thing. It's
Ow.
not dead yet, but it's getting there. And this one is going to scoop around Holt and attack the Mauler. And that is a
Nice.
hit, and we're going to do some damage as it lands a fist, but then the fist like disappears as it lands and turns into a flat something that recoils back.
It lands a plop. All right.
Ember, there's a crackler on your arm. It's annoying as fuck.
Zippers is still too close to me. Since he's on my arm, can I move with him?
Yes. He is a tiny creature, so he will stay in your space as he's connected to you.
Sweet. I'll move a little bit up because I don't want anybody to be within 15 feet of me.
Yes, of course, they'll allow me to. He's with you. Is he tiny or small? He's small. We'll say it worked anyways. You drag him along.
So Thunder Wave.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Nice.
he failed that saving throw. He's connected
Cool.
to you via his teeth
Man, he's just in a lot of pain.
as he's ripped off of your arm with the thunder wave. He's gonna leave a mark. Go ahead and roll damage.
You're just going through all kinds of changes today.
Aw. I was still gonna do another thing.
The good thing is the demon died over there and then turns into this black puddle of some of it disappears into the ground, just like it evaporates into the ground or gets absorbed into the ground with no trace, and some of it's still kind of there like a stain. It doesn't look like you're going to get anything on you now, because getting that stuff on you is not cool.
Hey, Thunder Wave, I blew it away from me.
Unless you want another towel or whatever else it might do.
I mean, if I can get a spine tail like that dude,
If you want to go lick the ground, I'm not going to stop.
I was gonna have my fiery spirit teleport me, but now that's entirely unnecessary. So I'll just
Does your bonus action tell this guy to do something, or yeah?
Yeah, I was gonna tell him to teleport me, but that's not needed. So I'll just tell him to flame seed and shoot the mod demon.
Well, you know what? Why don't I move this here and get rid of this, so that that's actually the token now. And you have access to that stat block?
Yeah, I was just
Okay.
looking at for like if there was action economy needed for me to tell him to move. I don't think there is. But it's not like he really needs to anyways. So flame seed mod demon.
I think your bonus action can tell it what to do as an action, and then I just allow the movement to be a part of making the action happen.
God
I'd be
damn.
fine with that. Unfortunately, that's not going to hit anything.
So me and the fiery thingy are. That's it. What the? I can't end turn on the spirit.
Hold. I'd have to turn it into an actual PC, and then you'd have to take ownership of it to do that. Which is something I'd do if we were going to progress with these characters. Like one day, Happy will be an actual PC in the thing.
Thank you. Oh yeah. How is it not dead?
That is a ball of teeth and hit points.
Every tooth is a hit point.
Okay, well, that was a valuable attack for him. But, okay, I'm done.
Okay,
Yeah, I missed like 3 attacks.
go Zipper, go.
All right, we got this. All right, now this time we're gonna hit him, right?
That's on you, man.
No, that's on us. We're a team.
I do great things if you kill it, but you have to kill it. Like this!
Wait to see what happens for like 7 turns.
Come on, like an old Ronin movie.
Bam! As you hit it, unlike the other demon that spurted and blasted all this demon that care anywhere, all of that gets onto the sword. Actually, the entire like any physicality of this creature begins to get absorbed into the sword, and by the end of the round, so by the end of the turn, in less than the 6 seconds, it's absorbed everything, whether it's the demon ichor, any kind of energy, any flesh, it all goes right into the sword. And the sword is now a little deeper red than it was a moment ago. Rob, that sword currently has one demon in it. It does an additional D4 of necrotic damage.
Yep. I did catch that. I can program that into it.
I was just sharing with the class.
Wait a second. So every demon he kills with that, it gets an extra bit of damage?
It would seem.
Oh.
Up to 4.
Yeah, there's a catch. Yeah.
And at the end of the day, it resets. Or after a long rest, it resets, to be more precise.
Still, that's awesome. Gotta let you get the killing blows.
And you just hear.
Disengage. Right back behind my buddy Chippy.
Chip's gotta be really fat if you can hide behind him all the time.
No, she's just small.
Oh, Chip's a she? Oh.
No, I'm small.
Zipper is a she.
Oh, okay.
As a halfling, I'm a small creature.
I think Lightfoot halflings have those shifty abilities. Ah, books.
I think now's the time when we ask the little demon lady where's his hiding spot.
Did you just call me a demon? You mortals are clueless.
Oh,
Devil lady, devil, sorry.
Ooh.
My bad.
She looks over at that terrified mortal and goes, "Hey, sweetie, you're so fucking dead."
I just explode the cackler off of me, and I just hear you say demon. I'm like, oh.
Ooh. Like half the audience is just like that scene from Airplane. The spine double does like a circle, but that's about it. The other two have no idea what to do with themselves right now. And it's her turn. She's
I will learn the difference between demons and devils.
I
I'm
mean
glad I rolled
probably.
really high.
So she takes to the air, but you don't see any wings or anything. And she's just like eye contact with Chip right now. What are you doing here?
I have no idea.
Most of the mortals that we're gonna end up capturing are at High Hall. Are you like, good guys, or you kill demons? Good, that helps. You'd make a great, yeah. And the spine devil at this point is like readied in action. If she says anything, he'll attack.
So, no, we are not good guys. We are bad guys, just like you.
Cool.
Yeah, rocking that charisma there, buddy.
I mean, I'm hearing what I want to hear. I don't care if you're telling the truth. So you don't want to fight the rest of us?
No,
'Cause
no,
I don't want to fight.
absolutely not. I think you guys are great, upstanding devils.
Sure. Yeah. we as this city crumbles and dies, there are shops that are not being manned. If you want to go looting,
Yoink.
you're gonna bump into demons. I can't control that. But as for the devils, if you want to pass, take this and just like show it to them, and they'll leave you alone. And she has in her hand a metallic coin of some kind.
Dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Oh, that's actually not what
It looks it looks metallic, but it's a metal you haven't really seen before, and there seems to be some rust on it, but it's not like a flaky rust that's falling off anytime soon. It almost looks like permanent rust. It's a bit unsettling to look at. You're not sure why, but she's offering it to you.
I will gladly accept this with my deepest thanks.
All right. She puts out her hand. It's a deal.
Bup, bup, shake.
Excellent, excellent.
with like
No,
a finger.
None of the devils that are currently patrolling Elturel will attack you while you've got that coin.
Fantastic.
You're good to go.
Now, does this protect the rest of my party or just me?
Oh,
And another part of the deal
deals
you made with the devil.
deals struck. I mean, we shook already. I can talk to them individually if you'd like. These particular devils aren't going to attack them right now because we're good.
Ah, they'll be fine.
I'm sure they will be. And with that, this devil just kind of floats over to the girl. He's not sure
Hey
what
now,
to
what are you doing?
do. Oh, is that a thing? We don't kill her? Is that? I mean, that's okay if you don't want. That's fine.
I said we flip this coin on
I love that plan.
it.
Um,
Been in hell for like
I
literally
mean,
a minute.
if you really want, is that what you guys want to do? Is that the deal? You're gonna flip the coin?
Yes, yes, yes.
She's looking at Zipper when she says that, and I know Rob just got up, and she'll glance at Holt, and apparently Ember's like kind of out of the conversation.
Yeah, I can still hear you when I get up. I have my earbuds in.
I know.
I mean, I am like 30 feet away, and I just use Thunder Wave.
So Chip was like, "Can we flip the coin to find out if the Spine Devil attacks and/or kills the female over there?" And then the imp has said something along the lines of, "Is that the deal? We flip the coin for it?" But she was looking at you, Zipper, not at Chip when she said it.
No. How about we just don't kill innocent people? Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I can't promise anything, but in the interests of future negotiations, we can definitely back off this particular woman for now. That works for me. She goes, "So we're good for now? You guys, unless you need anything. I mean, like I said, there's definitely places to loot, because I mean, mortals are dying and they're not taking their shops with them. Um, and I have to get back to things to find out where they're going. Where do you think the mortals are gonna hide from us? Do you mind sharing?"
First,
Oh, why don't
Evan,
you check up your ass?
Hey, I don't think she likes me. So I'm gonna go. And good luck to you guys. I'll be around if you need me. I'll be paying attention.
thank you.
She did pause to see if there was anyone who's gonna add anything before she just ups and disappears. You have no way to know if she's actually left the square or anything. But the Spine Devil flies off when she disappears. He heads west. I think you guys east would be almost all of the town. West is in the city, so he flies off. So I'm gonna take him off the combat tracker. The other two are just bubbles of flesh that are trying to form, so they don't really have like anything to do or anywhere to go. But they don't do anything aggressive. They're just disgusting.
And I burn them.
Yes, you can absolutely destroy them if you want. I don't
No,
think
but-
anything could stop you.
If nobody's near me, I'll go fun with it and jump on my little fiery spirit and just teleport fire around.
Okay, and this is the moment you learn that devils are immune to fire again.
God damn it.
We
I
will
love you.
learn. We
I love
will
you,
learn.
Sean. I love you, Sean. Okay,
One day
Um,
we will
appropriate.
get this concept down.
Even its damn blood. Ah. I'm frustrated, but having fun teleporting.
I like having this coin. It works so well with my chaotic nature. Who knows
Have
what's
you-
going to happen? Flip the coin. I'll find out.
actually, you can hear just a background noise as you're holding it and starting to look at it. First, as you flip it over from side to side, you realize there's no heads or tails. They're both identical. So that wouldn't have went your way.
Ah.
Second, You hear a faint help. I don't know if you're gonna hear it over the
Sounded
web,
like
but
help.
it was help.
Or is it just help?
There's definitely a P in there. It's help.
Yeah, there's a P. There's a P. Trapped. It's helped. It's trapped. It's there's a sadness and a moan in the background. Some kind of telepathy connection between you and this coin that you're welcome to investigate.
I would love to Arcana check that zombie.
Be my guest. And you all see him kind of staring at this coin. Oh, look, you're instantly attuned to it. Here you go.
Hey, look at that.
Oh my god, slow play, I'm shocked.
Whoa! Yeah, they're beautiful. Oh, they're so beautiful.
Okay, there's a lot of information here.
It might be there in a minute, but it's worth it.
Are
And that
we,
that
like,
kind
walking
of
around hunting demons?
there are both demons and devils in Elturel, which is currently being pulled into the river Styx above. Is currently pulled into the river Styx on the first layer of the Nine Hells of Avernus.
Are we going towards or are we going in the river Styx? And I'm not sure how I would discern that.
Your characters wouldn't be able to tell, but anybody on the ground floor of Avernus looking up at Elturel sees that directly under Elturel is the river Styx. Like he's going to go for a bath kind of thing. And there is a increasing number of demons coming out of the river Styx trying to get involved. They're either climbing up the big metal chains that are connected, pulling it down, or they're flying up. Those that can fly are flying. Those with magic are attempting to teleport. And there is a legion of devils. They're lined up in military fashion, stopping them from doing so. So the blood war has already started to get really going underneath Elturel, as if Elturel could be the deciding factor of some other situation. It has now become like a queen on the chessboard, and they're both sides are fighting for dominance over the mortals that are probably going to die and either become demons or devils, depending on the victor of this battle underneath Elturel. Or you could save Elturel. I mean, it's possible. That might be the goal. I don't know. I just run the game. I don't know what the goal is.
I'm level 2.
I have a little bit more, or we could stop here. It's really just like just going to talk out a little bit more.
Yeah, I would like to end the session by going over to one of those large chains and gnawing on it.
You're very far away from any of those huge, large chains right now, but I promise you there will be a moment.
I was just picturing myself trying to glide down them with like spear in hand. Whee!
So, over the course of the next few days, you become more and more familiar with the smell of Avernus. There's a sulfur, kind of a grainy sulfur in the air the whole time. It's almost like you're walking through the lightest sandstorm, but always. You can
That's still
hear
different than the fire plane.
Yeah, a little different than a fire plane. The sulfur includes like a metallic background that the fire plane doesn't have, unless you're coming up on the city of Brass, for example. What you would in the fire plane, you'd be around the city of Brass, and you'd start to smell that coppery brass metallicness, and that's ever present on Avernus. It's only on the fire plane when you're around something that contains it. Because there's this infernal metal all over the place here. You end up traveling a few blocks and then finding a place to rest and traveling a few blocks again. Sometimes you're able to save somebody, sometimes you're not. But what I want to get to is this bridge, which is in the center. Oh, I haven't shared the big Avernus map yet. Do I keep clearing my screen when I need things? I need this one. Okay, so we'll start with it. Elturel zoom, because I zoomed in on part of it. And I have a "You Are Here" pin. And as you get to this bridge, so we see that part so far? You can see High Hall down here. And at this point you've realized that anyone who's still alive is trying to make it to High Hall, because you can still see High Hall. It's up It's damaged, but it's still intact, as opposed to these other buildings that are just crumbling.
Didn't a meteor hit it?
Yeah, part of it. Well, those same celestial rock objects are hitting all over the city because they're falling from this sky with there's no stars ever. It's just constantly crap coming from other parts of the multiverse that are falling through into Avernus and smashing into whatever is here on the surface. The black orb of the companion, or what's left of the companion, is still overhead, so that picture is still accurate. But most people are trying to make it to High Hull for some kind of hope of hopefully there's something there that can help. But the problem that the four of you have is to get to High Hull, you have to cross this bridge, and there's devils and demons fighting on the bridge, and you're hidden down in a corner when you hear a impressive pew, and there's a arcane blast of energy further on the other side of Elturel. It's closer to where you were originally, maybe a few blocks up or down or whatever. It's a bright arcane light that looks like conjuration magic. Teleportation of some kind or a plane shift happens. So something or someone has arrived. In another brief flash, it disappears again. It seems to take, I don't know, just under a minute before you see a similar flash. And with that, both devils and demons start to head into that direction. And you can, as you're watching the bridge. There's no way to get across the bridge. You get your asses kicked. You're watching this other force come towards you, and you're seeing devils or demons that can fly heading towards that area, other things trying to head towards that area, but then it keeps progressing. Whatever it is, it's a group coming this way. And we will pick up with these four sidekicks when your characters catch up to this part.
All right. Very cool. Very cool. Because Rob's joining our campaign now, right?
Yep.
Yes. Cool, cool, cool.
So when your characters get to Torm's Bridge, which will be this map, I will also reintroduce the sidekicks that we played today. Assuming
really
you're-
like Zippers.
Cleric on the Torn Bridge.
What was that, Rob?
So I really like Zippers.
The
Is
I really
Zippers
like-
have a
really-
twin?
Zippers.
Zippers. I really like Zippers. Okay. I was like, I heard I really like the first, and I'm like, I'm not following. Sorry, it's just. I'm glad you like Zippers. I hope you all like them, but yep, those sidekicks will be needed when your characters get to this bridge. This is a tough encounter in the normal game, and I saw introducing sidekicks at that moment help the first time I ran through it. But this time I got the chance to do a backstory for the sidekicks, which I really enjoyed. I hope you guys
That is
enjoyed
cool.
it too.
Yeah, I absolutely did. Thank you for running it.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome, guys.